Check 1 2 1 2, bitch. Yo.
What up?
This is episode 107.
107?
The iLLogical Sense podcast. This is your boy Busby.
And over here is your boy JC No Hunnets.
And Martine.
Yo.
How y'all
back.
doing? Yeah, you back. You ain't got Ebola no more, right?
Yeah, nah, man, we good.
That's good.
Good.
Anyway. Yeah, so how's y'all weekend?
Oh, a lot better than Pooch Halls and designers.
Pooch? Okay. Oh yeah, Pooch Hall. Yeah, the dude from Ray Donovan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Man, how you get caught?
Alcohol's a hell of a drink, bro.
How do you get caught with a DUI and then when they catch you, it's a 2-year-old driving the damn car?
Alcohol is a hell of a drink, man.
Bruh.
Oh, man.
Alcohol's a hell of a drink. That's all I could really say.
I bet when the officer looked at him, he's like, really? And he's just like...
Wow. Yeah, pretty much.
And you're about designer?
When he punched the fan because he said that he was
Yeah, some heckler. He's like, hey, you sound like Future. And I guess he got fed up with that and he
punched him in his face.
And it's like, well, don't get mad at the heckler. You came out impersonating Future when you started your career.
Sure did.
What you expect?
I mean, shit, even Future didn't even know that was... When he heard that song, the first time when he heard, what was it? Father Stretch Man's Part 2. He was like, damn, I rapped on
Yeah,
this?
he's like, when the hell I record that?
Because you record so much and then, you know, everyone's a designer. Who the fuck is designer? And the rest is history.
Yeah. Yeah, but my weekend's been better than those two, so I can't complain. I had the most eventful, uneventful weekend.
How's that work?
The most eventful, uneventful.
Sounds like grown-up stuff.
The most eventful, uneventful, yeah.
That sounds like grown-up stuff.
How
Yeah,
so?
like, I worked all weekend, so there's that, and then, you know, I was asleep by 9 o'clock, but it was just, there was like a lot going on, and I was able to catch everything.
Ah, so you were busy.
Not even
like,
busy. It was just like, I was just able to, like, I caught everything that went down the weekend, which was surprising.
Ah, that's what's up.
I worked and then I saw Venom.
Venom.
I see. We would play it, but we don't want Marshall Mathers to hit us with the copyright, so we just gonna sing along to it. Venom. That song really grew on me, by the way. I really love that song now. Just the hook. I was humming the hook to myself, and then just the opening bars. Knock, knock, let the devil in, and that's all I know. Then I pray because I don't want the devil to knock on my door.
Shit.
Yeah, but someone said knock at the door. It was UFC. Was it UFC 22? I didn't watch UFC, but I saw the shit that
UFC
happened.
229.
229. They got that many?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I don't watch UFC like that. I knew McGregor was back, and I don't really care about McGregor because he's low-key a racist. And
I ain't low-key.
When I say low-key, basically it's my way of saying he's a racist. So
yeah, this is what
he just annoys me.
This is the second fight where it's been on full-on display because he had the one with Mayweather.
Right.
And that was
I still can't believe that happened.
Yeah.
I still to this day cannot believe that happened. But whatever.
Yeah, I was debating on taking a nap and waking back up and watching it. Paying money to watch it or just streaming it.
Were you actually gonna pay money for that?
No, what I'm saying is
Seriously,
was having the option of paying for it, illegally streaming it or whatever, and I was just like, it's not even worth it because Twitter got me. So I'm gonna just wake up in the morning and I'm gonna just watch everything.
How much was it?
There.
Man,
I
I swear, man, Twitter just informs you with everything.
Hey, I didn't watch it either, and I saw everything on Twitter. I saw the breakdown. I saw exactly what happened, and I was like, well, shit. I didn't have to watch the fight. I didn't really, like I said, I don't really care for UFC. Besides, what's his name? The dude from San Jose that's going to go against Brock Lesnar. I'm probably going to watch that one. But other than that, I don't really care. But when this shit happened, the white people had their own Malice in the Palace.
Yeah. So one of the undercards, Derek Lewis, and he beat out Alexander Volkov in the third round in a TKO. And And they interviewed him. And they're like, "You took your shorts off. What are you doing?" My balls was hot.
That dude was talking to me.
And I was like, all right. Like,
No. You should see the whole interview, dog. He was talking hella shit. He was like, I ain't think about no championship right now, man. I'm winning like a motherfucker. Man, nigga, shit. He said some shit like that. He was cussing up a store, man, with Joe Rogan. That dude was cool. I followed him on Twitter just off those interviews.
You think about championship? No.
Nigga, nope. He's like, nigga, no, nigga, shit, man. I'm winded as hell. She was breathing all hard, like, fuck this shit. Man, I need to get in shape. Because he knew we got lucky with the knockout. See, I'm not no fighting expert. I just saw him knocking him out.
So I think that was one of 4 undercards.
I don't know,
something like that, because they had a women's match as well.
Don't.
But of course, the headliner, Khabib, McGregor. McGregor's talking all that shit.
Oh yeah, can we talk about how Drake was like by his side?
Yeah, he was with the Irish flag.
I
saw that and I was like, yeah, he lost. Like,
I just don't understand. People said he was always cool with Drake, and him and Drake was always cool. I was like, really? Oh, because Drake had the Irish flag. He was waving it around and shit like that. And I'm thinking, yeah, you gonna lose, because if y'all keep up with Drake's history with sports, he's always on the wrong side of history.
He's a black cat.
Literally, light skinned black kid. See, now we get the line. What was that sign on? What was that song? What was that line on Nonstop? I'm light skinned, but I'm still a dark nigga. That's what he means when he's a black cat when it comes to sports. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, he's for the TSDN listeners, he's basically the Demmer of hip hop music.
The Aubrey curse.
Yeah,
the Aubrey curse. Yeah. When it comes to sport, that's what we should call this episode, the Aubrey curse.
No, because I'm tired of using this.
Yeah, I'm tired of using this name too. But I can't help it sometimes. He just does something, and it's like, nigga, make it so easy for us. But anyway, yeah.
So McGregor
cursed his ass.
McGregor, leading up to this, was talking about Khabib's religion. He's talking about his father. Talked about just his culture in general.
What he does, he's like the 6ix9ine of the UFC. He just talks hella shit,
right,
and trolls.
And so then Khabib got there, and it was time to get it going, and
he whipped his ass. I saw the clips. He was on his ass, and then he choked him out from the jump. And then
I was surprised this even went 4 rounds.
Like I said, didn't watch it. Did you actually watch the fight?
I saw everything I needed to see.
But did you actually take time to go out and actually watch the fight?
From the jump in the first round, he was whooping his ass.
Yep.
Just right out the jump, like so much aggression came out. And so he got him to submit in the 4th.
Yeah, I saw that. He choked the life out of him.
Yeah.
And made him tap. And I was like, I always say, because I saw the press conference, and I'm just like, it's always like my mom always said, the loudest ones are the weakest ones. And McGregor talks all that shit. Yeah. And then he gets his ass whooped, or he loses. And it's just like,
now, if you could whoop somebody's ass with your mouth, then McGregor would have won this easy. But that's not how life works.
That's the difference between him and Mayweather. Mayweather talks shit, and then beat you. Mayweather talks shit and then beat you.
Right.
This nigga talks shit and then get your ass whooped.
So Khabib wins, and everybody's like, "All right, cool, like it's over."
Oh,
but then all of a sudden, Khabib is like, "Nah, I remember what you said," and everybody in your camp. So then he jumps the damn cage.
First he threw his gloves. Then he jumped over that shit, and it was the Royal Rumble in that bitch.
Yeah.
And then motherfuckers got into the ring, into the octagon. They were fucking up McGregor, and it was just. I was at fucking Chili's with my homegirl. We saw all that shit on the timeline. It was amazing.
Give me a hell yeah!
That's basically what happened. Somebody said it, and it was hella funny. I didn't even think about it. They're like, this is a preview of the Travis Scott concert.
Pretty much. Fuck the club up. Bitch! Everyone's going to be rushing the stage and everything. Yeah, Travis Scott was on SNL.
Yeah.
What's her name?
They had to do several of those takes over, when they go, hey, and such and such.
I saw that shit. Travis Scott looked fucking high as hell. Maybe he was tired. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I'm just saying he's tired.
Probably got done listening to Sheck Wes's album.
He probably loves them niggas.
Well, Sheck Wes assigned to him.
Exactly.
That's why it was a joke. Like,
no. Damn, that's you. New York niggas ain't gonna like you. I didn't
like
listen.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
I'll get into that later. But yeah. So, jumps in the crowd. That happens. And then I think it was his brother that jumped into the octagon.
And started whooping
on McGregor.
It was fucking mayhem. I've never seen that before, and I'm like,
only thing that rivaled it was Malice at the Palace.
That's exactly what it was. It was just a white Malice in the Palace. It was amazing to see.
The press conference was hilarious, though.
Really?
From Khabib's standpoint. Because Khabib's like...
He was calm.
Well, because he goes, I understand, it's just unfortunate. And he goes, but why are people still talking about this? Like, why aren't they bringing up the fact that he talked about my father, this, that? And it was how he said it was, why are people still talking about this? And it was like, bruh, you literally just did this 8 minutes ago. It's like, what do you mean? Why are people still talking about this?
Yeah, Dana White was all talking about. Dana White was saying
it just
that,
happened.
and Dana White was talking about how he's gonna take. They might hold back his check, and they're thinking about stripping the title and all this other shit. Because what he did was stupid. But the one I actually got was when his dad talked, because his dad was his trainer, and he was like, "Oh, the UFC is the least he has to worry about. He knows better than that."
Mm-hmm. So, but I'm not mad at him. You know, you want to go that route, like.
Yeah, bro.
We could take it there.
He kept that same energy.
Yeah,
he was like, because he was probably talking shit. His brothers were probably talking shit. Probably called him racist slurs and everything. Yeah, right. You gonna get these hands. Everybody gonna die. And what I loved about it was Push's tweet when he shouted them out. And then what do you say? Sometimes you gotta burn the whole.
He said, I know how it feels. Sometimes you just gotta burn the whole house down.
And then someone posted that screenshot side by side of Drake and McGregor, and I'm like, yep. Sometimes Push has been quiet this whole time, and then he always speaks at the right moment.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to go.
Art of war.
Mm-hmm. Say something, Aubrey. I want you to.
Man, UFC 229 exceeded the hype.
Yeah, for free. I watched it for free. I'm never going to pay like $70 for that shit.
Nah.
I did stay up at 2 a.m. Well, actually, I went out.
Actually, I would order the fight if it was like, you guys and some other friends.
No, I'll still fight.
Like if we all just
if we pitched in, it makes sense.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like if it's a group of people, that's easy to pitch in.
Yeah. Like I said, like what I forgot the nigga's name, the nigga from San Jose.
I forgot too.
I know it's Daniel something. It's Daniel something, but he's gonna go against Brock Lesnar. So I'll watch that.
No, if it's just me and Rissa,
yes,
yeah. But if it's just me and Rissa, like she's just gonna be standing there watching. Like who's that? Why doesn't he just kick him? Why did he just punch him? Okay, is this almost done? Like, I'm not watching this.
I got time for that, yeah. I stayed up to did I stay up? No, I was up because I was watching that Super Show from Australia for the WWE, and I only watched like 1 hour, then I passed out and woke up. I watched this in the morning.
I saw another meme of that where it was like Middle Eastern, everybody that's not from the U.S. like, haha, now you know how
because they watch Raw like hella late.
Yeah.
They watch Raw hella late in that time period, so.
Yes, now you know what it feels like. And they used a picture of Apu.
Oh, come on, man.
It's fucked up, bro.
I didn't make the meme.
I know.
It was funny nonetheless.
You laughed.
It was funny.
It was still funny. But damn.
So that covers UFC 229. I guess they're talking about the rematch though. So that's the thing. I don't believe Dana White when he's like, "Oh, this is the most horrible thing ever." Like he said the same thing about McGregor with Bus and what he
money
did.
At the end of the day.
Like he knew what he. This is morally, it couldn't have gone any worse. But from a business standpoint, this is the best thing that could have happened. Now everybody's going to be glued in for the rematch.
Right.
You now have something that you can sell where it's not just talking.
Dana White knows what he's doing.
There's now concrete physical history.
Dana White knows what he's doing. So
yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so if we move on from that shit, there was it week 4?
Week 5.
Damn, already?
Yeah, I know.
That's what I hate about the NFL. We have to wait so long for it, and then when it comes, it's just going.
Man, you know what that means.
What?
Next week, the NBA season starts. Yeah. Oh, I'm excited.
I didn't really watch this. I didn't really watch the games on this past Sunday because I was out doing stuff. Didn't catch my Niners, but we lost again.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah,
I mean it is what it is.
Barry is just butt. That's just what it boils down to.
Yep.
Y'all got an excuse because you lost your quarterback and your running back
at the same damn time.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Like close together.
Y'all can at least hang.
We got kicked in the nuts in the beginning. So
it sucks to even say that though. You know what I mean?
Oh, of course, but I mean, in comparison to the Raiders,
well, they got
wanted to. Well, no, not even. I'm done talking about that because the proof is in the standings now. The Bears are 3-1, leading their division. So I ain't got to speak on that.
Yep.
But the fact that they wanted to go back and look at the 2015 Seahawks and be like, "That's what y'all did. Pfft, watch what we do." They did the exact same thing.
Challenge
1 yard line, and instead of handing the ball to Marshawn, it turns into a pick.
That was crazy. I couldn't believe that shit happened.
I didn't even know. Again, I'm not watching. I didn't know what was going on until somebody else hit me first on Twitter, and then Busby sent the tweet in the group chat.
Yeah.
And then I looked at it because it was just the the description.
Right.
Then I went and looked and saw the play, and then when I saw the play, I was just like, close that shit out.
Yeah.
So they I think it was 30-16. They lost against the Chargers in LA.
It was 30-16.
Yeah.
Damn. John Gruden, Oakland Raiders are 1-3. See, this is what y'all wanted, Raider Nation. Y'all wanted that.
Yeah.
Y'all wanted it, and you got it. So be careful what you wish for.
That is exactly what that is. Be careful what you wish for.
Because he gutted your team, and you guys are last in the fucking division.
And they got him for 9 more years.
Yep, for $100 million.
Yeah. Because it's not even like you could cut him. Like you have to pay that out. You got to ride that out.
No matter what. Like, it's full.
No, you have to ride that.
If Al Davis was alive, he would have cut his ass. Now y'all thinking about it like, damn, maybe Al Davis was right about firing him.
Or trading him. That's really what happened.
Traded, pretty much.
Yeah, he got traded for draft picks.
Yeah, womp womp.
No, he ended up getting traded, and what got sacrificed was the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, hey, it was a sacrifice.
Maybe
so
that was part of the trade.
Yeah. The only game I actually did catch because I was Dom's football fanatic.
Mm-hmm.
So I kept going in and out from his room because the same time the Thursday night game was going on between the Patriots and the Colts, the Lakers were playing the Queens.
Call them the Queens. There you go.
Yeah. So I kept going back and forth because we kept swapping the color. Because I love watching sports with my brother, and we haven't done it in a while. So
brotherly love.
We're able to catch up and watch that. But I actually saw Tom Brady's 500th touchdown pass, and lo and behold, who caught it?
Josh Gordon.
Yeah.
Which, just tell you kids, the weed does end up winning in the end.
I mean, hey. Yes. I mean, hey, like I said, like, Browns are doing all right, surprisingly, and Josh Gruden's was. So at the end of the day, everybody wins except the Niners and Raiders. Well, we got that one win, and that's about it.
Who won between the Panthers and the Giants?
Panthers
won?
Yeah, in the last minute.
Yeah.
Last second practically.
Yeah, speaking of them, what's his name? OBJ. Odell Beckham, right before the game, he called out Eli Manning for not giving him the ball enough.
Well, Lil Wayne sitting next to him.
Why did he say, oh, wow, why did you do that? Why?
Well, see, to give him credit, it wasn't as if he was talking down on him, because he didn't name any names. And he was really, I don't want to say it was like complex, but he was really vague, so it was...
But you knew who he was talking about.
He was one of those, you knew who he was talking about, but he didn't say it maliciously. It was just kind of like a laid-back conversation, which that led me to believe, first off, I was like, wow, he actually sees himself more in the vicinity of a Lil Wayne than he actually sees himself as a football player. Because anytime you say that in front of somebody of that stature,
that was the same. That was the same when in the shop with LeBron and them.
No, right? No, but what I'm saying is that usually football players, they're more. Even the wide receivers, like they're so cautious of what they say, and even if they go that route, they're very animated. You know what I'm saying? Like very diva-ish. He was really laid back, and he wasn't saying it maliciously. It was just we always got to do better. Like I got to get my targets.
Yeah.
So that took place. And then before that happened, of course, newly signed Eric Reed was like, "Yeah, I'm signed, but
I'm still taking these knees, nigga.
This knee is signed too," and I applaud that.
Yeah, I give him props on that shit.
Yeah,
and he even said like it's nice that I'm playing, but Kaepernick's watching my kids right now, and he still wants to play. And I just keep looking at John Lynch like. You hear that, nigga? Like, you hear that? I mean, and Des Bryant's still out there, so
yeah.
Yo, every time the Cowboys,
you need to stop saying that shit, Busby.
I'm just. Who do we have? Who do we have?
I mean,
who do we have?
That's a good point, but still.
Exactly. Who do we have for receivers? No one can catch the damn ball. So
I heard the Cowboys look like trash.
Cowboys were looking. I mean, they took him to overtime, and then I guess I didn't see the game either. But what's his name made a really stupid. Who's the coach over there at the Cowboys?
Jason Garrett.
Garrett made a stupid ass play call in overtime, punted the ball within the 20 where they could have kicked a field goal or some shit.
You know they signed Bryce, and he has not played yet. Like they brought Bryce back, and he still hasn't played, and everybody knows that was one of Dak's favorite targets.
Yeah. So why didn't they bring him back? Didn't he replace Des Bryant?
Yo, free my man Bryce, dog. Like man, free Bryce.
I think he got the check. He got his check. He's chilling.
Give him some stats. He can do it.
No, he needs that money first. Shit.
No, we talking about put Bryce on the field.
Man, fuck the Cowboys, man. You heard what I
It
said.
could be that, but
No,
look,
it is
Bryce
that. Bryce is cool. I want him to get a check, but fuck the Cowboys.
Have him get some stats so he get a bigger check.
Yeah, he could be over here.
true.
I mean, he could come right over here.
Look, I believe in sports rivalries and all that, but when it comes to people I personally know,
Well, that's nice.
You know what I'm saying? All that,
I don't know. Well, I did meet him once.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some cool folks like that.
He's cool.
Anytime that takes place,
I just don't know why the Raiders cut him in the first place. That was
we just didn't
stupid.
have enough space.
Oh,
Like, because remember, that was, what year was that? So that was 2015. So that was
15.
Crabtree's first year there. Amari was there. Seth had started to come out as a focal point. The tight ends were rotating in. It just, unfortunately, there wasn't enough space. But yeah, put Bryce in the damn game, man.
well, the Cowboys is just trash. The coaching staff needs to go, and that's exactly what Dez was saying, what T.O. was saying, what they've always been saying.
Right.
Just change. I just don't get every year. They have such a great team. They have the players. They should be in the playoffs every year, and they always either barely make it or they just don't make it.
Now it goes back to Jason Garrett.
And it's like, and he still has a job. And then you get rid of Des Bryant. Like, what? That just, it don't make sense, man.
What kind of
Y'all
shit is
niggas are
that?
trash. Sorry, Murner, but it's the truth if you hear this. And Ross, Rossi, and even he knows it's the truth.
So Jason and my boy Jamal and Greg, they've all just given. They're like, yo, they can't wait for the basketball season to start. But it's different from my reason why basketball.
Well, yeah.
Like they're half excited because it's like, all right, LeBron's back. We got a new era to start, and then the other half's like, I'm tired of watching this shit that's on the football field. Get me away from here.
Feel me? That's why I said. That's why I feel like some of these people that are
I'm kind of
boycotting.
between both of those right now.
That's why I feel some of these people that are quote unquote boycotting. I'm not talking about you. The people that are boycotting. The reason why they're boycotting, it's easy for them to boycott because they know their team is trash. So it's easy for you to boycott, but watch them start winning. You'll start secretly watching again.
Yeah.
Or so whatever.
Rams is 5-0. Eagles are actually 2-3. But I mean, when your
It's the Super
quarterback's
Bowl
out,
slump. Super Bowl slump.
that too. But then to follow up, because this is the last game I want to discuss. The last game, but before that, it's Monday night. What time is it?
5:47 p.m.
Yeah, October 7th.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're watching the
October
Saints. 8th, thank you. So we're watching the Saints Washington game, which the irony of it is why they have Washington playing on Columbus Day.
Man, fuck Columbus Day. Fuck Chris.
Only Christopher
Fuck
we
Chris.
acknowledge as Wallace.
Man, everyone says that shit every year. Is there another famous Chris? Chris Brown? We can recognize Chris Brown.
You recognize Chris Brown of a Biggie?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good off that.
No, because everyone uses that shit. Everyone always says that. It's like we need something new. Who else? What other Chris? Chris
Exactly.
Carter.
No, that's a horrible example.
Well, I'm just thinking of Chris. I'm thinking
And
of
he spells
Chris.
it CRIS.
I'm thinking of
Columbus.
well, fuck Christopher Columbus. That's the whole point I'm trying to say.
That's why we say that.
Well, it just use something else. Everyone always says that shit
Why?
because it's old. It's annoying now.
You said fuck Jed York for like 100 episodes. Like, what are
Because
you
it was
talking
funny.
about?
Because it was funny.
What are you talking about?
Because it was funny. And fuck, I can't say him now. I can't say it now. It's not his fault.
Yeah, so
But it is.
we're just waiting for Drew Brees to pass up Brett Favre's record of he's going to pass that probably by the second quarter, and then he's going to pass up Peyton Manning after he finishes throwing over 201 yards, barring injury, of course. But yeah, go back to the Browns. What was it? The field goal kicker won it at the
I
end?
didn't watch it.
Yeah, so he won it. Of course, everybody went crazy, and back in the stands once again, it's your boy J.R. Smith, and what does he do? He rips the shirt off again, and he's in the crowd
Hulk Hogan?
celebrating. Yeah.
Damn.
Which leads right into what I want to talk about. When I tell y'all the NBA is the greatest pro sports league out of the four, I'm telling y'all, it is the greatest league out of the four.
To you.
Because the product sells itself.
Yeah.
You don't have to...
It's not even too JC.
I know. I just wanted to say
legit,
it.
bro.
I just wanted to say it
it really
because
is.
preseason's been exciting from what
Yeah.
I've seen. I'm like, damn, it's just preseason.
Bro, there's like... Everybody thought the Cavs were an afterthought. Like, even when we thought, like, okay, they could still kind of they find a way to make the playoffs. You got Tristan Thompson talking out of his ass. Like
he
we still
did something.
we still the Eastern Conference champions.
No,
Like,
LeBron
nigga, LeBron is the Eastern Conference champion.
Like, no,
He lives out in L.A. now.
yeah, you niggas are some bums, niggas. Fuck you talking about?
But, yo, Cavs versus the Celtics is still a thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anybody saw it, but when he got into it with Marcus Smart, and Marcus Smart was trying to chase after him, and JR just kept looking at him, just laughing, backing up, and I was like, "Yo, let's go!"
And then that slow motion of JR waving like he's Tommaso Ciampa, just bye bye.
Yeah. So that was the first part of it, because then you get to the press conference. We got press conferences in fucking preseason. Like,
dude. Like,
it's incredible.
Crazy.
And so they're asking Marcus Smart about it, and he's basically saying, he could meet me in the back. JR saw it and retweeted it, and he's like, man, I ain't got time for that. Meet me on the street. Damn the back.
See, look, Daddy's gone, so now JR can do anything he can say and do anything he wants now. LeBron's gone, so he can do everything he wants. I mean,
I love when shots fired in the NBA.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's entertaining.
It's
awesome.
It's entertaining as fuck, man.
Yeah. So and then that comes on the heels of Kyrie and Gordon Hayward. I forgot what they were doing, but it was something for the fans. And Kyrie basically pledges his allegiance to the Celtics, saying, if y'all have me, then I'm going to re-sign this next offseason or whatever. So it looks like he's coming back, which now means there is a sweepstakes to try to get Anthony Davis. Because what I forgot to mention last week was Anthony Davis has signed over to Clutch Sports. And for those who don't know, Clutch Sports is the agency that LeBron has founded with Rich Paul and Maverick Carter. So that basically leads everybody to speculate, okay, so how are they going to get that into play moving forward? But then there was a report that Kyrie has already reached out to Anthony Davis, making it clear, I'm resigning back. What do we got to do to try to get you in the mix? So the Lakers-Celtics rivalry is now coming back to the forefront in more ways than one, where it's not just on the court, it's also off the court.
Right.
I can't wait, nigga. I can't wait. Next week.
Shit.
Only thing I'm mad about is that they pushed our game off to Thursday.
It's on Thursday. Is it an away game or is it a home game?
Yeah, it's away. Like, for me, I was like, they might as well just send us away to an East Coast team on opening night.
Who y'all going against?
Portland.
Probably good.
Portland on Thursday, and then Saturday night we're at home against the Rockets.
And the Lakers got the Warriors on Christmas, right?
Yeah.
In LA or Oakland?
In Oakland, and then MLK Day, it's in LA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Should have been the other way around.
Should have been the other way around.
Man.
Yeah.
It really should
I
have been
don't
the other
understand
way
why.
around.
Again, I brought it up when the schedule got made.
Yeah, I know.
They still didn't figure it out, but whatever.
Whatever.
But Lakers, just bask in it. This is your weekly reminder that LeBron is a Laker.
We're very aware, JC and Martine.
Well, they let the listeners bask in it.
Well, they know too, people.
Well, they gonna know some more. Damn it.
And next week.
Yeah, and the week after.
Okay. Ooh, sacked. He got sacked right now.
Yeah, so LeBron made his. So of course the preseason debut was last Sunday, but then he made his Staples Center debut this past week because they went against the Nuggets again.
Still surreal to see.
Yeah.
It was more surreal to see when it was in Staples Center.
That's what I mean.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, like that was for real. Like
That got me
shit,
thinking. Like, what
Laker?
was more surreal to see when you see like a player that was playing for like another team for the longest time in another jersey? LeBron as a Laker, Joe Montana in a Chiefs jersey.
Neither.
And
It was Emmitt Smith in a fucking Cardinals jersey.
Oh, God.
That shit was disgusting.
I think Joe Montana.
Jerry Rice in a Seahawks jersey for a little while. Even in a Broncos jersey.
Yeah, that 19.
Yeah.
That made no sense.
That was for you.
Thank you.
In basketball,
It's Kevin
when
Durant.
Patrick Ewing went to the fucking Supersonics and the Magic.
Or the Magic, I think, was worse to me.
Yeah.
I think Shaq in a fucking.
He was moving into like the coaching
Yeah.
role.
I think
you know what
Shaq in a Cavs jersey was kind of weird.
Nah, Shaq in a Celtics
Celtics
jersey.
jersey.
Celtics, yeah.
That was bad.
Ugh.
And then, for you guys,
Hakeem in a Raptors jersey.
Shit.
That was bad.
Allen Iverson in a Nets jersey.
Allen Iverson in anything other than Philadelphia.
No, he wasn't in
weird
Nets.
to me, man.
So Nuggets wasn't as
Nuggets.
bad.
There
Nuggets
you
wasn't
go.
as bad because Melo was there
Yeah.
and J.R. Smith was there.
Right, they had a decent team.
It was Detroit and Memphis. Those were the ones where it was like,
Yeah.
It's still surreal. Like I said last
he
week.
changed his number, bro. You know what I mean? To number
Yeah.
one.
It's like I said last week. It's
Yeah.
still surreal to see Kevin Durant in a Warrior jersey. That's still
yeah, and he's been there
surreal.
for 3 years.
I
It's
know.
gonna be his third season.
And now seeing LeBron in a fucking Laker jersey, that's still just like, wow, y'all niggas really did it.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
So that's still
Hell to
crazy.
pay for you hating motherfuckers. It's coming.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, everything's looking good. The biggest signing for me is Lance Stevenson. Like, round of a goddamn applause for Lance Stevenson. Like, if there was any person where I was like, he was born to be a Laker, even if it was for a short stint, it's Lance Stevenson.
Definitely. Well, I have to say Ron Artest, bro.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
was just about to say, Lance is like a hybrid of Lamar and Ron.
Yeah.
Like, he's the perfect hybrid.
Yeah.
He's got the skill set and he's got the antics to do both.
Oh, definitely.
Like, when he threw that's the thing. We only remember the passes he was doing. I don't remember who the hell he passed it to. When he passed and he got the assist and then he shimmied down the court, I was like, yo, bro, I need a number 6 jersey right now.
I mean, tell me why every time he gets the ball, it's like he's at Rucker Park again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
bruh.
dude, that shit's so dope.
When Luke decides to experiment and on the court at one time, it's LeBron, Rondo, Lance, McGee, and Beasley.
My God.
Yo.
Hey, Beasley's nice, man.
They got to name that lineup King's Court.
Oh, speaking of the NBA, there's a commercial right now. It's going to be the Celtics and Golden
I'm
State.
telling you, the NBA is like dope. You ain't got to sell it. It sells itself.
It's on mute right now.
Yeah. Glorious. It's on mute and you see I'm already itching for it.
For real.
Like, y'all like a crackhead.
But that's not all LeBron was doing. I still have to watch, and I forgot the name of
the student athlete. Oh,
yeah.
I forgot what it's called. I know what she's talking about.
Yeah.
I didn't
but it was
see that shit. It was on
the
HBO,
student
right?
athlete doc. I'm going to watch that tomorrow because I'm finally taking a day off where I'm not even doing Grubhub on the side. Like, I'm taking a full-fledged day off tomorrow.
I ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting. Man, there's so much shit on TV, man.
I know.
It's fucking. It's like illegal how many good shit is on TV.
Right.
And I hella forgot about that LeBron shit. I was like, oh, I'll watch it, and then something else came on TV, and I just forgot all about it.
That's basically what happened to me. I was either going to sleep or just like something else came on.
Right.
But I've heard both. It's tough to watch because obviously the situation that they're covering.
Yeah.
But it was well done and well put together. And then they put the trailer out for Shut Up and Dribble.
It's gonna be on Showtime.
Mm-hmm. And the date for that is actually November 3rd.
Oh wow, LeBron just shitting these out.
Yeah. I forgot who it was when the Bulls won the first title and MJ didn't go to the White House, but there was one of his teammates. I think it was Hodges. And he wore dashiki.
Oh shit.
He wore it to the White House, and then that was the, I don't want to call it a trailer, but that was the 1.5-minute clip that Shut Up and Dribble used,
wow.
which was, I showed up. It wasn't in a disrespectful way, but I wanted to represent where I'm from, my people, and let them know that that's what that was about.
And who was president back then?
Bush?
I don't know.
Was it Bush Senior?
Probably
91, 92? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah,
Probably, yeah. Sounds about right.
Damn.
But I saw that and I was like, yo, I got to see that.
Yeah.
Off top.
Definitely.
But back to Lance, man.
That's your boy.
Lance looks great as a Laker. Martine and I were talking about this before we got in there. Rondo and LeBron on the court at the same time at any given time, like,
man,
that's just so much basketball IQ on the court at
seriously,
once. Like,
well, just y'all friendly reminder, y'all still gotta take out them niggas in Oakland.
That's fine. I'm not tripping off them right now.
I just like reminding you guys.
Let me bask in the moment that.
No, I just have to give y'all reality sometimes.
This is reality.
And that's the reality too.
This ain't 2K.
That's y'all reality too. Just a friendly reminder.
When it's time to cross that bridge, we'll get there.
Okay.
But for now, it's nice to talk about. No longer talk about what ifs.
Yeah,
like waiting on potential. We know what we have now.
Hit him high, hit him high, hit him high. You hit him low, hit him low, hit him low. So
that was Michael Jordan's Bulls. That has nothing to do with.
Hey, no, that's the Monstars theme song, nigga. That's not. I didn't sing. I believe you can fly. Shit, that was Michael Jordan's theme for Space Jam. But anyway. Hornets. Oh, you already talked about that. So Lonzo, what's going on with Lonzo, bro?
Oh, see, this is what happens when he jumps all over the place and
that's how it should go.
He's just talking shit.
Yeah, and then
That's how it should.
Now, before I was rudely interrupted,
well, you guys
I didn't
still
finish.
Take him out.
There was more to talk about. Mm-hmm. Ingram looks like he's gonna be an all-star and he's gonna be ready.
God.
Because the best defender is gonna be covering LeBron.
Yeah,
can't cover Ingram, and
he can't cover everybody.
Right, and he's put some muscle up. Kuz has put some muscle up. We'll see now if he defensively can match what he produced offensively.
Yeah, how legit he really is.
Josh Hart trying to get KCP the fuck up out of there, and I'm not mad at it. I like that. Even McGee looks good.
Dude, I was
He fits
saying
the system.
that to my friend. He's a Warriors fan, right? And he was looking at me like, "Are you kidding me?" And I was like, "Nah, dude. He actually looks legit."
Yeah.
I was like, "I don't know why you guys didn't use him that much." But then I started thinking. I was like,
They
"Well,
didn't have to.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You got 4 All-Stars,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Nah, it's simple. Just
Someone's gonna get
just
cut
throw
out.
a lob to him. Just throw a lob to him. He's
yeah,
good.
but don't bounce pass to him,
No.
because then he'll just look at that shit.
And he'll watch it go out of
Yeah.
bounds. And
Yeah.
you just. That was one thing too. I was
You
like,
always gotta
Dom.
remember, he's a Shaq
Yeah,
full veteran.
That was one
Like-
thing. Dom and I were watching, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of something when you get him and Lance and B's like,
Yeah.
you gotta accept that it comes with the package, but it's fine. Like I'll take
exactly.
it. Yeah. What I won't take is the Hornets rookie, Malik Monk. Because he was chilling on the sidelines, ready to get into the game. Like, yeah, I'm about to stun him. This is my first game. And nigga was so excited, he forgot to put his jersey on.
Hey, man.
So he's just in his street clothes?
No, like, he was dressed up. He had his undershirt on, but he didn't put the jersey
Or
on.
his warm-up
Whoops.
shit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
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 Well, get excited. That's like that Friday Night Light shit.
That's-
Get your damn helmet.
That for sure is going to be on the first episode of Shaq and the Fool.
Oh, it's gotta be.
Easy.
It's gotta.
Yeah.
Well, fuck. I mean, JaVale's already on there twice, I think.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm not mad at it, though. As long as we
Yeah.
put up W's, we can have a representative or two be on Shaq and the Fool.
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
That's cool.
Not tripping. Let's win it all.
Beat the Titans first.
You keep bringing shit.
I will keep bringing it
You
up.
are a Warriors.
No, I'm
fan,
not. I'm just
bruh.
giving.
Yeah,
No,
he
I'm
is.
reality.
You are
I am a
Warriors
reality fan.
fan.
I'm a reality fan.
Warrior fan.
Reality.
Definitely a Warrior-
This is
Warrior.
reality.
I mean, before 2018 hit, the reality was there was no 16 seed to be number 1 seed, and that happened. So
Hey, well, like I always say, I'm
all
right
you gotta do is
until you
believe
prove-
and put it in the universe.
All I say is I'm right until LeBron proves me wrong. So
You still been wrong
You
this
know,
year.
I love the fact that you said that.
I'm right
I
until
really,
you prove
I
me
really
wrong.
do, because normally they prove you wrong.
Well, I hope it does.
So I'm glad you said that.
I
Thanks,
hope so.
Busby.
Yeah, no problem.
Prove Lonzo wrong.
Yeah, he should have wrapped it up.
Yeah, the mother of his child.
I mean, have you seen her? I don't know if I would have wrapped it up neither, man.
That's you.
I mean, at that age, but
No, I'm saying,
grown
yeah.
ass man.
Oh yeah, no, it's different now. But I'm
Yeah.
saying, like back then, his age, bruh, nah.
Yeah,
Yeah, till a
so
baby popped out.
so his baby mama Denise is claiming that he's a deadbeat dad, which I'm kind of looking at like, bro, the baby's like 2 months old. How can you be
How?
a deadbeat? There's no way in hell you could. Like, there's not enough time.
Hey, man. Well, she's a woman,
And not only that, I mean, he's in the NBA.
and she's just trying to get.
Yeah.
She's just trying to be petty, dog.
So she's saying he's deadbeat dad, and she's threatening to write a tell-all book if he doesn't agree to $30,000 a month in child support.
$30,000 a month. See, I
kind
would
of
joke,
shit is that?
but I'm gonna leave that alone. So, Warriors and Kings in Seattle.
This is actually a good look. This is a very, very good look.
I hope
Oh.
Seattle fans didn't watch that because yeah.
No, there's a bunch of Seattle fans that watched that. There's a bunch
Oh,
of Seattle
no.
fans that went there.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
it's
basketball in Seattle. Like,
it was
Oh,
in
the
Seattle,
basketball. Oh, it
bro.
was in Seattle. Oh, damn.
Yeah,
That's
they
what
why
made
do
that
you
shit
think
in
funnier.
Seattle.
Why do you?
That was funnier. Because I'm thinking about what happened on Raw last week. That shit's fucking.
No, but why do you
hilarious.
think KD came out in the Sonics jersey?
I don't know. I thought it was an anniversary of their fucking team or some shit. I don't know.
I'm speaking of that Sonics jersey, like I said earlier, man, it's just I don't understand why he didn't wear his own jersey.
Because he didn't take the Supersonics to a championship game series.
I mean, I get that, but
How about you don't show up in a jersey? You only played 1 year.
KD on, it says Durant. You know what I mean? Like
Sean Kemp's jersey got a trophy on it because they
that's
went to the
true.
finals.
That's true.
But the reason why it's just funny to me is because on Monday Night Raw last week, they were in Seattle as well. And Kevin Owens and Elias were doing their little promo. And when you're a heel, the whole process is you got to gain heat from the crowd. So Elias said, what's more confusing? That's more confusing than a basketball team coming to Seattle. Mm-hmm. And that is the number one rule in Seattle is you never bring up the fact that they don't have a basketball team.
You
And
don't bring up the fact that their team got stripped from the city.
pretty much that too. But they booed the shit out of him for a good 10 minutes. In all my years of watching wrestling, I have never seen them boo for somebody who said one line. Now that's a round of applause. I hope Elias
First,
got a-
first that is a bomb. Like, he could not say anything. Like, game over. It's done.
and then he did say that he was looking around. They had to shout in their mics because they were booing for 10 minutes, loud boos. And I was like, oh, that struck a nerve, didn't it? Fuck you guys, Seattle.
What is Seattle for?
Because Seahawks.
Oh, I
Yeah.
Everything revolves around the Niners to Busby.
Yep.
I guess. Yo, Seattle got some of the dopest jerseys that ever came out of that city.
Which ones?
Not a basketball jersey.
Which ones?
Well, let's talk about the Mariners.
Okay.
Mariners got
I
some great
love that look you just
those.
gave.
No, I
The
thought
Seahawks redesign, look, you can feel some type of way about the Seahawks all you want, but their redesigned jerseys are dope as hell.
That to you?
I don't like them personally. Like, I mean, not even because of the whole rivalry shit.
Those shits are clean. How they mix that colorway, that's clean.
That's trash.
And then the Sonics throwback jerseys. Those shits are dope.
I mean, the one that what you call it?
KD.
The KD was wearing.
Not that one. I'm talking about the green and
No,
yellow.
I know which one you were talking about. Yeah,
Pure green and yellow.
But I actually like this one though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The
Like,
one that says Sonics with the red.
Right.
That's the most significant thing about it.
even the lacrosse team got some dope ass jerseys.
Real? You watch lacrosse?
For
No.
real.
But when you look for sports and you're looking on Google images, sometimes the other sports pop up.
Right.
Yeah, they got some dope ones. So yeah, shouts out to Katie for showing love and showing up in that jersey. DeMarcus Cousins, he inked a deal with Puma. I don't think that's any coincidence that he inked it right after Jay-Z has taken over.
Didn't Nike have to match the deal or some shit like that?
Actually, you're right. I think they have another few days to match it. But from the way it sounds, it don't sound like they're going to match it.
Yeah.
So,
Good for him.
black entrepreneurship. Get that money, black man.
Yep.
Let this finish out. But we do have some more bombs. Over the weekend, there were some Woj bombs. Minnesota's stupid as fuck.
How did they fuck this up?
Timberwolves, particularly.
How did
not Minnesota in general, just the Timberwolves.
He had to be specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did they fuck that up? How? How, Craig? Explain,
On Saturday,
Craig.
it was reported that the Timberwolves and the Heat were ready to complete a deal that centered around Jimmy Butler. And then all of a sudden, the report came out, it fell through. And so now they're saying that Minnesota actually pushed and they wanted more. So then when they asked the Heat representative what they want, the Heat representative came back and was like, they basically wanted every front office's first child. Like, bro, what?
Fuck.
Why are you asking for this when this man's going to be a unrestricted free agent next year? And you, like, what are you doing?
They were trying to go for everything. They said YOLO. They wanted everything.
Yeah, he's yelling YOLO, and they was going to get a no.
Up.
I was going to say. No.
That too.
You went for YOLO, you get no.
No. You gotta find that soundbite.
I know. And then today some shakeup happened. The Suns fired their GM, Ryan McDonough. And so, remember, James Jones. Remember, every year that LeBron went to the finals.
I saw the name.
Yeah, James Jones a winner. Yeah, because once he retired, he came on last year with the Suns as the VP of basketball operations.
Damn, LeBron playing so long that his ex-players are like GMs now?
Well, James Jones is old. He came in the league in 2000. Actually, he came in the league the same time as LeBron.
Yeah. I'm saying. Damn.
Shit. Well, you gotta remember, LeBron's in his 16th season, so a lot of these
Luke
guys
Walton's his coach now? Is his coach.
Same year.
Yeah.
And Luke Walton's his coach now.
But Luke Walton's 4 years older than him.
Well, and he had back issues.
And he played college ball, so.
Yeah, that's it.
True.
And he went to the national championship game when they played against Duke. Remember it was Gilbert Arenas.
I still think hypothetically,
I
still think hypothetically, what would happen if LeBron did play college? Like, not just the whole, student athlete sheet, but that would have been like a grown ass man.
It'd be the biggest scandal ever.
It would be
ever reported.
No, I'm not saying scandal. I'm just saying him playing.
Never reported. You know what I mean?
That would have been.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking him on the court. Like he would have been a grown ass.
Oh
man.
no, we know what that would have been. We're talking about off the court because
off the court,
LeBron admitted
he did this shit in the NBA, bro.
Well, no, it's like that. It's LeBron admitted, yo, if I'm going to college, hell yeah, I'm taking that money. The fuck
you think this is? Shit.
you see where I came from? Fuck that.
Fuck this nigga shit. Shit.
Yeah. But yeah, James Jones is now co-interim GM along with Trevor Buckstein. And then I guess Kevin McHale is a name to hear moving forward to take that position later on.
Kevin McHale, huh?
I know, yeah. That would be a better fit for him than TV, because TV just ain't his gig.
No, it is not.
At all. At all. Unfortunate news, even though I hate the Spurs,
You should keep that same energy.
I never keep it when players get hurt. That's fucked up.
Yeah, true. It is. I just said you hate them niggas, so I'm like, keep it.
Yeah, but man, Deontay Murray, like he tore his ACL.
Yeah,
I'm not celebrate that. Like,
no, don't celebrate it. But just say the players, but fuck the team.
I think isn't he Clutch Sports too?
He might be.
Yeah, LeBron could probably get that deal worked out now. You know what I'm saying? For the low. So you just got to keep things open.
Man, we do not need another point guard though.
Shit, Rondo's on a 1-year deal. You got to look towards the future.
Yeah,
just focus on now.
2 futures at that point. You know what I mean?
Got to focus on the now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we back in that mode, baby. You know what I'm saying? Back in where you focus now, but then you also start creeping ahead.
It's a trip.
I know. It's been a while. But prayers up to Murray. Hopefully, obviously his season's done, but speedy, fast recovery, so he's ready for next year. I think there's one last thing in basketball I forgot to put on here, but I can't remember it so well. Yeezys. Adam Silver said, yeah, fuck them shoes. Y'all niggas can't wear that shit. No. So the players can't wear no Yeezys.
Did players ever play with the Yeezys?
Nah, they haven't, but there was actually supposed to be a design specifically for basketball. The problem with it is that it had like reflectors on it. Yeah, like 3M type shit.
Right, yeah. I guess Kanye, like I said, Kanye always thinks in the future.
I know.
Yeah, so
instead
that's
of,
why they got banned.
Right.
Yeah. I can understand why, but then it's going to happen like years from now, and Kanye's like, look what I told you, I showed you.
Yeah.
Well, speaking
of that, but before we get into, I forgot, that's what it wasn't basketball. Baseball.
Okay.
It's been a hell of a first week in the playoffs so far.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know either.
Well, A's fans would know. They saw it.
Are you an A's fan?
They would know.
Because Aaron, I'm talking about
they don't.
I'm talking about what Aaron Judge did to him in the first fucking inning.
Yeah.
He smacked the damn ball over the fence. Was like, yeah, it's gonna be a long night for y'all niggas.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck you thought this was, but I'm 99. This is what I do.
Shit.
And I guess every game so they played 2 games because now was it Yankees versus Red Sox?
Yeah.
He's had a home run in each of the 3 games.
God.
Well, I'll just start watching when the World Series happens, depending on who plays.
And then who the Dodgers play?
I don't care.
I don't
don't know why you brought that up with a Giants fan. You talking about me hatred?
You can't use it. Can't use that up.
See, exactly. So
your bias done showed his way, so you can no longer call Busby out.
It's the point. No, I don't blame him. I said keep the same energy. So fuck him. So it don't matter.
The Dodgers is the same way I am with the Celtics. Now think about that for a second, bro.
Exactly. That's how I feel about the Seahawks and the Cowboys. You don't watch it, but we're talking to 2 sports, like when we have our teams.
Yeah, I don't watch it.
No.
I'm talking about the Celtics.
But you don't watch baseball like that. You know what I mean? Like,
no, what I'm saying is I talked about the Celtics the same way.
Yeah.
I hate them motherfuckers too.
We hate everybody.
But I'm a sports fanatic first. Like, before all the diehard stuff comes.
Fuck all that.
The appreciation.
Keep the same. Fuck all that.
But the Dodgers is playing Atlanta. I know that right now.
Yeah.
Playing Atlanta.
I know that.
They keep reminding him about that.
Who's Houston playing? Is Houston playing Cleveland?
I think they are.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they are.
And there's another. The Brewers are playing who?
I don't know.
Or well, the Dodgers playing the Brewers.
No, I don't know. Dodgers playing the Braves. I know that for sure.
Then the Brewers are playing somebody else.
But I actually have the Dodgers winning this series, unfortunately.
Yeah, you sound
man, don't say that. Just keep the same energy. Say fuck them. Just say fuck them.
At least you get your hopes up.
Say fuck them.
From a sports
Martine? No, fuck that. Say fuck them. Just say fuck them.
Shut up, Busby.
Just say fuck them.
Busby, shut up.
Dude, you're a Giants fan. Don't give them no credit. Don't give them no credit. Keep that same energy.
Man, all right,
say fuck them.
From a sports perspective.
Nah, fuck them.
I had them winning this series against the Braves.
Mm-hmm. It's logic.
Yeah. No, it really is because the Braves suck ass, dude. Like, I mean, that's just the honest truth.
Beyond the Braves, it's an Atlanta team.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to find a way to fuck it up.
Exactly.
You over here telling him,
fuck the Dodgers.
Fuck the Dodgers.
Exactly.
You don't line it. No,
Dodgers.
it's either fuck the Dodgers or rely on Atlanta. You ain't going to rely on Atlanta
I'm not
team.
Rely on
no,
Atlanta.
just say
win
or lose. No, but
Atlanta's
I'm just trying to say win or lose as a Giants fan. Fuck them.
Oh, yeah, fuck them.
That's what I meant to say. Win or lose, don't matter what.
I ain't got no issue with that.
You don't, because you're not a Giants fan like that.
No, what I'm saying is I have no issue with that ideology. It's only when it's like, well, I ain't gonna talk about him, so whatever. It's like,
exactly.
Nah. I mean, I'm still a sports fan at the end of the day, bro. But like,
fuck them.
But still, yeah.
But like you were saying earlier, NBA banned the Yeezys and shit like that.
I was gonna say what would make Martine feel better is At least you get your hopes up to get failed when the Sharks start playing.
Hey, man.
Damn, you have to do him like
Hey,
that.
man.
To do him like that, bro.
We got the best.
Did I lie?
You know what the crazy part is? Our roster literally got boosted. Like
we say that every year.
I know. That's what I'm.
Every year.
That's what I'm fucking getting at. Is that we got one of the best players in the NHL.
Ganja burn, ganja burn, ganja burn.
I don't know if that's doing anything, but all right.
Exactly.
Well, there's going to be a lot of
just
that.
like the Shark season. Just like the Shark season.
Yeah.
Bugsy doesn't touch the board.
Anyway,
That's sports.
I guess. Like you were saying, NBA banned Yeezy, and I guess Yeezy or Ye, Kanye, Machiavelli, I don't know how you want to call him now.
Kanye.
Whatever. He decided to delete all his social media for whatever reason. And the last picture you saw on his avatar on Instagram was Africa. Because he's going on. Why are you going yuck for Africa?
Don't take that fucking magma hat to fucking Africa.
Okay.
I bet you didn't think about that.
No. It was just that you just broke my train of thought. But anyway, like I was saying.
Take that red ass hat to Africa.
They're probably going to tell him to take the shit off. Anyway, he's going out to Africa to record the rest of Yandi or whatever, but he deleted all his social media, and he's last I saw of him, he was with that damn hat on, and
bye, nigga.
yeah. I watched it. I saw that TMZ interview. I watched the whole interview. It was, yeah. Tell
me about it, because I'm not watching it or taking anything Kanye related.
Shit. I watched it, and it was just like he was just talking out of his ass. And there was this part where he said, what did he say? Like, I guess when Harvey asked him, like, that hat represents hate. It represents, if you wear it, you're representing 45 at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And then he was trying, and every time they bring that part up, Kanye always just gets silent. Like he's trying to figure out some bullshit he wants to say back.
Of course.
And then he said, "Oh yeah, can you get that person? Can you move out the way? Because I'm trying to channel this energy. This woman's in front of you. I'm getting her energy. I'm getting it all from her." And I'm just
what kind of shit is that?
All right, Kanye.
Yeah, that shit was fucking stupid. I
No,
saw that clip,
Kanye's just
a few minutes ago.
No, and the thing is, like, what else is going on with Kanye? Like, I'm still concerned for him. Like I've told you guys time and time again, I don't take anything he says serious. I know he's mentally not well. And that's all it is. It's like right now, it's just like you just gotta pray for that.
I get it.
We say the same shit every week.
No, what I'm saying is I get what you're saying. But the problem is he's starting to get a bigger platform, and a lot of people are starting to follow him, and he keeps talking out of his ass. That's a dangerous. At that point, that's a dangerous combination. Yeah. Well, so at some point, you have to hold him responsible.
Oh, I heard. I told him. Like I told you, I hold him completely responsible.
It can't. At some point, it's.
I hold him responsible. No.
But at some point,
At
some point, it has to stop being. That's just Kanye.
No, I'm not saying that's just Kanye.
Or he's mentally ill. Like
exactly.
Because it's got to stop.
Because people can say the same thing. Oh, that's just Hitler.
No, I get it. But I'm just saying people that just get mad and upset, I'm going like, why are y'all getting mad and upset? You know who this nigga is, and you shouldn't take anything you say serious.
It's not about him. It's about who he's speaking and giving power to.
No, that too.
Because that's what the problem is. It's no longer fuck him. Like whatever. He's doing this because it's getting a rise out of people, and he's back in because his music isn't as good as what it was. This is now what he has to focus on to do. But the problem with that is now you're uplifting people who take that hat that you're trying to make peace and sing Kumbaya and all that shit for. You're now giving the people who see that hat in a whole different light.
In logic terms, I'm
not speaking to Kanye. What I'm speaking to is the people who are trying, and not necessarily you. It's to the people who are saying it's just Kanye, tune him out. At some point, you can't tune this motherfucker out.
Oh, you can never tune him out.
Like he has the power that reaches the masses.
Everyone says they're gonna ignore him, but you can't ignore that nigga. No. You can't. You're gonna see him like he said, like on Harvey, he said on TMZ that he's gonna be at the White House this week. So prepare yourselves, people. You're gonna see that picture float around on social media. You can't escape it. You cannot escape Kanye West.
The wild thing is remember he was complaining he couldn't get no nudes from Kim, so he leaves social media, and what does she do?
She always says she did that when he was still around.
No, what I'm saying is he left, and she's like, oh yeah, here's his bikini and his crotch shot.
She's always posted shit like that, though. She's always posted it. Even when she was...
He's missing what I'm saying.
I get what you mean. I know what you mean, but still.
He kills jokes, man.
Hey, sorry. Sometimes shit ain't funny.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. But anyway, what's not perfect? Taylor Swift. This is how we're living in a logical world right now.
2018 is a wild year. That's just
so when Kanye is on the wrong side of history, Taylor Swift decides to be on the right side of history because after Kim got her the fuck up out of here, she did come back for her little, shows that sold over 1 million, or album that sold over 1 million copies and stadium tour. She got quiet again. But now, since the, midterm elections are coming up next month, which y'all should register to vote, by the way.
I'm registered.
You should have been registered.
I moved. I had to get re-registered.
Oh, well, ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, every time you move, you got to re-register.
Nah, I feel it. But, yeah, register to vote. All of a sudden, Taylor Swift comes off and has she posted a picture of herself. This is why they should be character limits on fucking Instagram. And she wrote a long ass post pretty much saying, yeah, I'm voting Democrat. Fuck Trump. Fuck Trump and anyone that represents him. And it was like, whoa, okay.
Basically,
it was like
finesse the fuck out of them Republicans, man.
And then she never took a stance with them.
Excuse me, my bad. Republicans.
I get it.
Yeah, I'm one of those. Because I'm not a Democrat either. Like they both gang mentalities. I speak for myself.
Well, speak with common sense. I go to the side that has common sense.
I speak for myself. I don't need a party who I feel both. In general, I feel both parties have corruption. Like it's not just one. Like different areas.
Yeah.
I'm conservative about some things. I'm very open-minded about other things. So just tell me the facts, and then we can go from there. Don't feed me the bullshit.
I'm just with common sense. That's what I vote for.
I mean, unfortunately, politics is all bullshit.
It's all bullshit. Yeah.
Anyway, like I was trying to say, yeah, Taylor Swift's on that side now, and it's just like, whoa, that's what a time to see that shit.
Talk about a finesse. She got all that Republican money just to turn around and be like, yeah, fuck y'all.
Hey man, at the end of the day,
that's funny as fuck.
She's on the side of common sense, but
I never thought in 2018 I'd be calling Kanye a fucking coon and realizing that Taylor Swift and I, for a moment, have some of the same ideologies.
Man, she probably just doing that because Kanye's on that side. She's for herself too.
No, I wasn't saying I fully support it.
No,
but all I'm saying is, in 2018, I never would have thought I'd be calling Kanye a coon, and I would at least agree with where she stands politically. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's that. Well, when we get back to the world of hip-hop, when it goes to Kanye, we had two pretty interesting interviews randomly pop up. First...
Well, one was random. The other one was planned.
Yeah, the other one was planned. The other one was hella random, came out of nowhere. The random one was fucking Chance the Rapper was a special guest on Joe Budden's podcast.
Ganja burn, ganja burn, ganja burn.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. And
that was a great ass fucking...
Yeah, it was.
I don't even want to call it an interview. It was more like a discussion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like just a regular conversation and shit.
But that was easily their best Saturday episode thus far.
Oh,
and I think they found their niche for sure.
Yeah, but Joe said he doesn't usually do interviews with people. Right. He doesn't like interviews. And if he has to do an interview with somebody, it has to be somebody he genuinely fucks with.
Right.
So,
but I feel like he can skip the interview and just bring somebody. You don't have to interview him, just discussion. Just
yeah, exactly.
Just talk.
Yeah. Because that was that was perfect. Like they asked him questions. They had general conversation that they all were talking about.
Right.
Like it wasn't just a... They basically did what we did when we have people come over.
Exactly.
Like, just shoot the shit.
Yeah.
And then we ask questions just every now and then.
Exactly.
I thought that was perfect.
Pretty much how they should be doing this shit. I still feel, to this day, Drake's going to be on that shit. If he's going to give anybody, that's what's going to happen. Because he's the only, I feel Joe Budden is the only person that can interview Drake. Or interview or have him somewhere in the middle. So I say it's possible because it's going to take the right circumstances to make that work. Oh yeah, of course. But it's not going to happen now, but I really feel it's going to happen. I don't know how soon, but if Drake wants to go on there and air out his grievances with Kanye, Pusher, and everything that went down with Scorpion and shit, that's the spot to do it.
Yeah.
I just don't think he ever will, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because he's like you said, he doesn't like hearing the truth.
Nope.
From anybody, but there's a way to twist the truth, and Joe likes doing that shit too. And the one common denominator is they're both on that fuck Kanye tip.
Yeah.
So, Joe, and that's the thing about Aubrey, man. He knows how to twist the truth. And people believe that shit. Basically. But not I and JC and Martin.
No.
People with common sense.
Yep.
No.
Anyway, another interview that happened. If we could continue on with the Young Money shit. Lil Wayne was on Crown with Elliot Wilson.
I was definitely looking forward to this.
And I know you were. You understand. You had to watch everything. So
yeah,
I was looking forward to it, but I don't got titles, so
get that title.
You know they got the plan where you sign up, you get 6 months for free.
I didn't think about it. I
for title or Spotify?
No, for title.
For title.
I still have that.
did sign up when they first started it.
Just make another email.
You know how much time? Yeah. Yeah, so I watched half of it. I didn't see like all of it, but
I took down some notes. I'm only gonna read off a few.
You got like a whole stack.
Yeah, no, these were all the notes that I took down, but I'm only gonna read off a few. Of course, like we were saying, we imagined all these were dated. That was confirmed. Wayne said the majority of these were recorded at least 4 years ago. Which, when I forgot who was Seven Thomas. So Seven Thomas produced the record. Was Let It Fly with Trav.
Yeah.
So he came out and said, "No, we produced that record." But then I was like,
we made it 2018.
Yeah, and I was like, Trav's vocal. I was like, I'm not disputing it, but I was like, his vocals really sound old.
Yeah.
Like those, because I know Trav. I know those vocals sounded Al Faro days before Rodeo. So then in hearing the interview, Wayne was saying, yeah, all the features were old. So I had to ask all the artists, like, are you cool with the features? We'll probably just update the production, but are you cool with what you did? So that's what it was. Seven Thomas and somebody else had produced the track this year. Wayne probably added a little bit more, but Trav's his participation was from 4 years ago.
Oh shit.
Wayne didn't even, so he hasn't even listened to the album
because he probably listened to it for so long. So
to combine some of these notes, he said there's 2 to 3 albums worth of C5.
I told you that.
I wouldn't doubt that.
So yeah,
because when you look at the album, it's 24 tracks. So apparently it should have been a double disc. That was his original plan with it.
Right.
And another part that I saw was when YN brought up the Green Ranger track with J. Cole.
Yeah.
And Lil Wayne didn't remember it.
Yeah. Well, he don't remember a lot of shit.
Well, he doesn't write shit. He doesn't study it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he literally.
But he doesn't remember the song. Period. He doesn't remember the song with J. Cole or anything.
The mixtape stuff, unless it was like something that was highly out there, you'll be hard pressed to try to get him to remember.
Yeah, he didn't even remember doing the song with J. Cole or anything.
Right.
I'm like, damn.
He does so many
so
songs,
much with so many people.
He's constantly working.
Yeah.
And he was leaned up.
That too.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he was having seizures as a result of that. So
memory loss.
Yeah. But he didn't know his mom, Miss Sita, was all over the album. Really, what he heard was going to Don't Cry, he heard the intro and Don't Cry as one song.
That's what I kind of thought it was.
That's how they played it for him. And so that's what he's like, all right, cool. Like, yeah, go for sure, use it. But he didn't know his mom was all over the album.
His mom was only on like three or four tracks.
She was like on like 4 or 5.
That's why I say 3, 4. But yeah, I get you.
Yeah, and so then he said Mac Main is also Mac Main's now managing him, and Mac Main was the one that arranged the album. So he said he didn't listen. He didn't really. It wasn't that he didn't care. It was just like, okay, it's done. Mac, you go figure it out. And so Mac was going through, and then he would come back to him and say, okay, we picked this song, and this is the reason why.
Damn, he had to go through all that shit. Yeah. Damn, that had to be he had to do a lot of picking.
Man. Yeah. That's what the job is.
That's what A&R do.
But you know what? I'm actually glad, because if there was somebody, you would want it to be Mac.
Yeah,
because you know the relationship. Like that's a legit brotherhood.
Better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he snuck that song with Ashanti on there though. He's like, yeah, we're gonna pick that one too. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. My Mac man, fuck yeah, I'm gonna be on this damn album.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of just Lil Wayne's voice, how he talks like, none of these songs are just like 4 years out. You know, I don't know shit.
Yeah, that's basically what it was.
But
what I'm telling you is,
yeah.
Yeah, that's how it sounded.
I like doing his voice sometimes.
We initially last week had said, "Oh yeah, the song with Nicki's got to be."
Said that.
Yeah, it's got to be old because it sounds around that time. No, they recorded.
Playboy, that shit was recorded.
That was actually Nicki's song for the album for Queen or Peasant, and she took it off and gave it to Wayne.
Wow,
you're
which to me. That was a fuck up on her part.
Hell yeah, that was.
Because you put that on instead of Rich Sex. That's
it still wouldn't have saved the album.
Wouldn't have saved it, but it's a little bit.
Yeah, it still wouldn't have saved the album.
At least it takes one bad song away and adds a decent quality song up there.
Because it was one of her best verses and everything. But
sure.
I still probably would have hated on it just because how she based that whole album, how she constructed it,
Right.
it was still all over the place. So
Right.
nah, as a no.
And the situation with Drake. So I know it's gonna hurt your feelings.
Not
'cause
me.
You was ruined. You're like, I want beef. I want there to be conflict in Aubrey's life. Well, that wasn't the case. He was on a record, but they couldn't get the sample cleared in time.
Well, you should.
And with the 2 records in Grindin' and Believe Me.
They could have just did another record.
No. He said there's a whole bunch of other records, but they got to get the samples cleared.
Oh wow,
They can't drop
that
them.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So understanding that, it's like, damn, I didn't even think about that. I legit forgot about that. And they didn't want to do the other 2 because they're like, look, the shit's been out for 4 years. Like, we're not putting
They've
those
been
on.
released.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, Believe Me, still a great song though.
Yeah.
Real good song.
I wasn't thinking, like I said, I enjoyed the album for what it was, even with its flaws. But a lot of people, because when I do the No Hundreds editions, they're like, yo, just make one just so that way I can listen to it because, you know,
It's
a lot of people
24
didn't like
tracks.
yeah. Well, then there's a bunch of people that were like, I didn't like the record at all, regardless of how many tracks were on there. So I was just like, all right, cool.
There's
Like,
certain people that hit me
I can't
up.
see that.
No, trust me. There's certain people that hit me up saying the album was trash, and I'm like, all right, bro, because I know what I heard. I know what I heard, and this is the first. Like I said last week, it was the first album over 20 tracks that I generally enjoyed all the way through.
Yeah.
Well, no, the first one you said was Lupe's.
Who?
Lupe.
No, Lupe. That was.
I remember he was like, he couldn't get through it the first few listens. Remember, he kept
Oh,
saying,
you're right, you're
I
right,
wasn't.
you're right.
Like, and it was too
you're
many
right,
tracks.
It was this one.
Yeah.
My bad.
Well, which is funny because some of them that said they didn't like this album were the same ones that were saying M's album, not Kamikaze.
Marshall Mathers LP.
No, the last one before Kamikaze.
Revival.
They swore up and down Revival was a great album. So
Those were M's. Those were the hardcore M stands.
yeah.
that
So I
did
was
that
like,
shit. Those were the hardcore.
I'll make you the No Hundreds edition, but
No, I got my own version of it, but it pisses me off because my version could have made the the outcry, not the outcry, but the response a little bit up there with Marshall Mathers LP too. I firmly believe that because the way I've talked about it before,
Right.
but go on.
So Uproar was initially supposed to be like an a milli 6 foot, 7 foot type track until Swiss got his vocals back. They mixed it up and then he pretty much
Put the
used
special
his
delivery.
Well, no, that was already set.
Oh, okay.
What he did was when Wayne starts off, he says, "What the fuck though?" He brought it, mixed it, and then used that as the hook. Really, Wayne just said that as just an opening line. That wasn't supposed to be the hook.
And then he just
but
kept
he cut it up, chopped it, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be the hook. Now it's a major fucking song, and Shiggy's about to be in the video for that. Like, you look at Shiggy's resume; he's got a Drake video and he's got a Wayne video in the same damn year.
It's crazy.
Good for him.
I applaud Shiggy. And that's a hustle right there. And he's got his own viral show coming out.
Are you kidding me?
It's like, what is it? Shiggy made me do it or something like that. And he dares people to do stuff.
What is it going to be on? It's going to be on like YouTube?
I wouldn't be surprised if it was on Instagram.
Hey man, these YouTube people, man,
IGT.
they
That's
went
money.
from they went from Vine to Instagram, man.
Yeah.
So
The way everything's going, it's going to streaming. So
Yeah.
everything's
and not even the traditional what we're used to streaming. Like it's going to some of these others that are getting in the game.
Yep.
Shout out to Shiggy. There was supposed to be a Mr. Carter sequel, but they couldn't get it done in time because
His whole was on tour.
Yeah.
Which wrapped up this week actually.
Right.
Oh, he broke the record.
Speaking of that,
Yep.
there he goes. Yep.
Did he?
Drew
Yeah,
Brees.
the way they're hugging
Got
and
the
shit.
record.
Yep.
Round of applause. Congrats to Drew Brees.
Yeah, see everyone's hugging.
And it was a touchdown.
Yeah, it was a long ass touchdown. I looked up like, oh, he broke the record.
Yeah.
Damn, he already got 200 yards.
And
I
it's the
told you
first
he was gonna do it
half.
for halftime. He was
It's
gonna
the
do it
first
second quarter.
half.
That shit's crazy.
Let's see what else is there. What did you just say before?
He went on tour. They wrapped up the tour for On the Road.
No,
too.
not Jay. You said something else. Was it Birdman related?
No. I was talking about M before.
I thought you had said something.
No.
I was actually gonna tie it in. Wayne and Birdman. So he actually told Elliot that they were even through the beef and the bullshit. They were actually still had communication. Like he's like, I'm a big sports fan. Birdman's a big sports fan, so he would text me about sports and stuff.
Still,
yeah.
still a big sportsman,
But with that, he was saying that because Elliot asked, I think a fan asked him when they were doing the Q&A. They asked him, okay, so what do you have planned for the Carter series after this?
Oh,
He was like,
tight.
and so he's like, nah, I think I'm going dead the Carter series with the Cash Money deal. Like I think it's all said.
That's
and
the
done.
best way to do it.
And I was like, thank you, Jesus.
Best way to
Thank
do
you.
that. That's the best way to do it.
But one thing you can't leave is He did it again. First week sales.
Of course he did.
I didn't expect the numbers to be this high.
That's what he does, though, man.
I expected him to sell, but I didn't expect these numbers to be like this.
Well,
I did not expect this.
First we thought it was going to be...
was sold $1 million in a week, right?
Carter 4. We talked about Carter 4, but we don't count that.
I know it don't count, but
we're talking about
did the same thing.
We're talking about a 7-8 year gap.
Nah,
but he did drop albums before.
It's only half.
He did drop albums in between
that's
there,
still
though.
amazing.
He did drop the I Am a Human Being series, and what else did he drop? And the Call Girl with 2 Chainz records. So he did drop album, but he didn't do numbers like this.
Right.
It wasn't the Carter.
Mm-hmm.
472,000. And 140,000 of those were pure sales.
Yeah, that was a major look.
Logic came in second because he had 173,000 with 128,000 pure sales.
Yeah, his fans came through on that one.
Yeah.
This was the shocking one.
Yeah, even Kevin Gates.
I was low-key shocked about that one.
Kevin Gates, Luca Brasi 3. That was 71,000 plus.
All-time passing yardage leader. Good
and
job,
19,000 plus in pure sales.
Yeah, they even stopped the game, gave him a little award or whatnot.
Niggas crying.
And the
Niggas
ball.
crying.
Well, you gotta remember, Drew Brees means something to them.
Yeah.
It goes. He came right
player.
after Hurricane Katrina. Like he is the city of New Orleans.
In the words of LeBron, he's more than an athlete.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Sir,
wow, that's the score. Yeah, this game's over.
Yeah. That wasn't a question.
For real.
Drew fucking Brees on Monday night.
Yeah.
At home.
Yeah,
With the record on the line.
With the record on the line? Nah.
Against the
You
fucking...
might as well turn this. You could watch Raw now. Like
that shit turns on at 8. You know, fuck, that shit comes on at 8. Anyway, Snoop, what other shit happened? What other little shit? In the interview.
That was pretty much the
gist of it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and the sales. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the sales. And then, of course, they had the A3C Fest out in Atlanta this weekend.
Yeah, they said a big-ass brawl. I saw it online, the shit that happened. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, so... Well, first of all, shout out to Ja Jr. Of course, friend of the podcast, and he's been on a few of our playlists. Mm-hmm. He actually performed Friday night.
Oh, good for him.
I was on the up-and-coming stage. So he took the stage for that. Shouts out to him. But then you got the Wayne set, which he was the headliner, of course, last night. He got on for, I think, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and then next thing you know, people in the crowd start running the opposite way, and they had to evacuate the area because a big-ass brawl took off.
Oh, shit.
Niggas were saying that shots went off and shit, but they said no shots went off.
Yeah, no shots went off. Another video looked like it was like a fire, but there was no fire. It was just...
Pretty much, it was the equivalent of a nigga moment that happened in Blue
Yeah.
Box. Someone threw a chair, and someone said, I'm mad!
Yep.
And then all hell broke loose. Pretty much.
Yeah. But Wayne has had a great 2 weeks.
He really has.
Yeah.
He can really just chill now.
Yeah.
He really could. I mean, he dropped I wonder what his next album's going to be called.
I don't know, but I went down a mixtape coming Christmas Eve.
At this point, I'm kind of hoping for that. And that's not something
No
I would
Ceilings
have said
3?
a year or two ago.
What, No Ceilings 3?
Yeah, I mean, like I've said, like maybe I'll check it out. As far as I'm concerned, C5 that's it for me.
Yeah.
But maybe in saying that, it's maybe for me it'll be the last official kind of in quotes that I view it as. That's the official.
Right.
Everything else, I'll kind of look at it like, he's in retirement.
Like Jordan on the Wizards.
Yeah, kind of like that,
Yeah.
or like like the Big 3 league. You know, where like they still play, but it's like I'm not looking at it in the same way.
He should just drop songs, freestyles, and features, and really all like random songs. You know.
Oh, for sure.
You know.
Yeah.
But anyway, Rick Ross.
Boss.
Man, like you said earlier, no matter what, 50 is very petty towards his enemies. It don't matter who. He's very, very petty, and he would do anything to get under your skin, even if that means taking you to court.
But it seems like Rick Ross, I said this, it appears that Rick Ross is the Giants to 50 Cent's Patriots. Because as petty as 50 gets to Ross, he cannot outbeat him.
He can't. With music, with sales.
Yeah, like it's not...
It's not working for Ross.
He's the kryptonite. Man.
Yeah, like legit.
He is.
Who would have thought?
Well, there was Jadakiss and Nas, and they all went
Not
out
to this extent.
Well, you talking about extended? Oh yeah,
Not to this extent.
yeah. And Game. Well, I don't know. I'm thinking like just on music. You're thinking overall.
I'm thinking overall because he was
yeah.
attacking him overall.
Yeah, that's what 50 does.
Yeah.
He doesn't
remember,
just do music.
Remember, it was 50's camp that brought out the CO picture. And then what happened? Rick Ross went number 1. Nobody gave a fuck.
That was the crazy part about it. That's why I knew shit was weird.
Yeah,
hip-hop.
so... But see, I think it took a while for you to realize, like, I realized it in the early 2000s, which was that a lot of these motherfuckers ain't living what they're actually rapping about. So you got to think of
I think it was that.
You got to think of it like Al Pacino playing The Godfather.
But
that's
then
not
when
Al Pacino.
when the ghostwriting, but then when the
Right.
Drake ghostwriting shit came out and everyone just didn't care about that, that's when it was like, really? Y'all don't care if a nigga doesn't write, like, y'all don't care if the biggest rapper in the world doesn't write his raps.
See, and
That's where it got me.
Right, and that to me, for me, it's half and half. If you're the top rapper and you're bragging about your pen, yeah, I got an issue with that. You some low level cat that's just trying to get in.
I can understand.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really look at that like this.
Yeah, exactly.
For somebody like Bow Wow.
Yeah.
Bow Wow was like 12 years old. I wasn't expecting him to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eventually he would get there. So I get what you're saying. I just look at it different.
I get you. I just know when shit just started.
But no, you're absolutely right. At that point, when everybody was looking at the number one rapper who was bragging on his pen, and they were saying, "Who cares?" It's like, nah, bro. I can't rock with that.
I was talking about 50. I'm talking about not 50. Ross, when the whole CO shit came out and all that. That's when I knew there was something in the air because no one cared.
Yeah.
So, but like you were saying, he took him to court because I guess Ross used In the Club in a freestyle for his mixtape.
I forgot what mixtape it was back in 2015. So I think it was the
Renzel.
Yeah.
And he didn't sell it though. So why was he tripping?
It was that piff.
Yeah.
Okay, so 50 was just being petty.
Yeah, because you exactly. If 50 sees you as an enemy, you're an enemy. So hypocritically, because remember how 50 Cent came on, it was taking R&B records
them
and turning
fucking
them into
mixtapes he was doing?
record. Yeah.
Come on, 50. Well, 50, just like you said, he's petty. Told Ja Rule you sing too much on records, and then he takes his career and he starts singing on records.
It wasn't even. If you remember the Guess Who's Back and Guess Who's Back Again, the nigga took LL Cool J's Love You Better and he flipped around to After My Cheddar. Like, this wasn't anything new. He was doing this long before In the Club hit the.
And honestly, no one should really be on the In the Club beat except for 50. I can't picture anybody else doing that.
Yeah, I mean, if it's for like freestyle, whatever.
No. But if you know what I mean,
right? No, I get it. But yeah, so he took him to court because he's saying he didn't, it was wrong for him. I guess he was suing him from like $7 million or something like that. And then the judge,
that's hella petty.
And then the judge came out and was like, "Nigga, you don't even own the masters in the club. Get the fuck out! Get this fucking case out of here."
Yeah, Shady.
And so it turns, So then it came to light that it's Shady Aftermath Interscope that owns the rights to.
I
copyright.
I thought people would know that because if y'all know, he signed to Shady and Aftermath for $1 million. So of course he wasn't gonna have shit. I mean, he flipped it at the end of the day, and he got his own shit, but duh.
Right. But Rick Ross, once again, came out victorious, and then he took to Twitter, and he was like, "Wingstop on me. Boss." That's a fucking flex when you use chicken wings against a nigga.
Man? Like, you know what I mean?
No, I was trying
down for some Wingstop.
I went to Wingstop that same night, and they was like, "Nah, this is franchise,h," and I was like, "See, you ain't for the culture, G. This Wingstop ain't for the culture, man. I ain't gonna come here no more."
Oh, fuck all that.
Well, if you stay with MMG, XXL still prints magazines if it's not the fucking freshman edition.
Yeah, they print them out every four a year.
Yeah, and Meek Mill's on the cover, 2 covers. But there's one thing that hella caught my attention. It was Meek Mill, but I just look at the bottom.
No, not there yet. Not yet.
No, I just want you to say it.
No, I'm saying not yet because I want to stay on Meek real quick.
No, I know, but when I saw it, I saw something else.
Oh, of course, but we'll get there because the big thing with Meek covering this issue is they used the focal point of it is him writing a letter to himself at 19 years old, pretty much preparing him for the shit that he's about to
that's gonna happen.
Endure. Yeah.
So he pulled a Marty McFly to Dark Brown,
right? And I liked about it
reference.
Say it again, because I'm sorry, I was cutting you off.
The back to this, he pulled a Marty McFly.
Yeah.
If y'all get the Back to the Future reference,
Right. So what I liked about this was it's actually on XXL's YouTube page. So you don't have to wait for the issue to hit. But it's a video of him reciting the letter
to Robert Williams. Holy shit, that's my middle name.
You know what's funny? Did you ever catch Rick Ross and Meek Mill? Their legal names?
It's Robert, and then Meek is Robert.
Each of their names are the inverse. Yeah. So Meek's is Robert Williams and Ross is William Roberts.
And my middle name is Robert Williams.
Huh.
Trivia for y'all asses.
Yeah. No. I watched that clip. It's a almost 4 minute clip. Very, very good. You'll actually appreciate that more than actually reading it.
I love this Meek Mill rebranding, man.
Oh, for sure.
He's really rebranded himself. Just
Seriously.
stay your ass out of trouble.
He went to Twitter and he posted, I think it was him in the studio. And I think the caption was "Studio Vibes." There's just a whole bunch of women in there shaking ass. And then Wale come in and he goes, "See, that's why I don't fuck with you in the studio. I can't get shit done."
Bro, I mean, that nigga been in jail for how many months was he in jail?
Oh, look at that. Wayne's performing at halftime.
Of course he is. Anyway, how long was Meek in jail for? Like a year? Yeah. So he needs the ass.
Yeah.
Anyway, you talked about that, but the first thing I saw was like, "Oh, Meek Mill," and I was kind of looking at the headlines, and I saw at the bottom, and it said, "Oh, is XX Tentacion the new Tupac?"
Yeah,
and then I just closed the page. It was a reaction to me. My reaction was like, "Nope, keep scrolling."
That was my reaction at first, and then I had to realize what they were asking, and I was like, "Well, let's think about it for a second."
Yeah. Because I already
Actually,
have an idea of what they're trying to
Yeah,
do.
I was like, actually, let's actually have a conversation about this. If we're not talking about music in the sense of the actual music, but what happened after the deaths.
Hey, yeah, go on some fucking. I'm telling you that sad video,
only that, man. But also, how do you know that he doesn't have like record stash?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the way.
I mean, he showed up on Wayne's album,
Exactly.
So
randomly.
Yeah.
And the
same way Pac showed up on Scarface's album on Smile.
And no, not just that, the Smile video. Like the dude, the stand-in that looked damn near looked like his black ass.
Was that what the fuck is his name? The nigga they signed on Death Row?
The Realist?
The Realist, was that him?
Oh shit.
No, it wasn't him.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
Man,
I know you're talking
that
about.
That nigga went full Tupac mode. Like getting all the tattoos and shit. And
sounded
I was like,
just like him too. Scary.
Yeah.
Who was more scary, Gorilla Black or The Realist?
Ooh.
Gorilla Black damn near sounded like Biggie. And The Realist.
You remember Top Dog when they brought him in to try to replace Snoop?
Yeah.
Remember when they brought?
It was on the All About You video.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah.
That was
like just on the video.
That was a horrible mix.
Oh, that was...
Gorilla Black was legit. Like I was like, oh shit, that's
Biggie.
A West Coast Biggie. Damn.
And then that was he only had one song and that was it.
He had two.
What was the other one?
Yeah, Compton, and then he had the other joint with Mario Winans.
Wow, well that didn't work.
They didn't. They played the fuck out of that on BET.
I remember the first one, the first single,
Compton.
Yeah, Compton.
The second one.
The one with Mario Winans, they played the fuck out of that on, especially Cedar's World. Cedar's World and Rap City's Basement. They played the fuck out of that video on those.
Well, was that it?
Yeah, so I was just saying, like I gotta at least stand up for Gorilla Black for that. Like,
No, I'm talking about Triple X.
He wasn't a one-hit wonder. Oh, well, Triple X. No, what I was saying was I have to read the article. Yeah. Because from first instance reading the headline, I'm like, fuck out of
here.
Yeah, I was exactly like you.
That's what they wanted.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But then when I actually had to think about it, I was like,
well,
yeah, okay.
Because I remember the sad video, man. That was very, I ain't mad at you. That's
no, exactly. Oh, and that was the same thing. A lot of people who fuck with Pac now were not fucking with Pac when he was alive, especially the last 10 months of his life. When he completely flipped the switch and went from disrespective nigga to
Bishop. Yeah. Literally.
Bishop 9000.
Shit. My fault, make sure all y'all cats out ground.
Yeah.
Yep.
We just hit everything, man.
That's pretty much. That's what Pac did. Against all odds, that's the last thing you heard. And that's like,
as wild as Hit 'Em Up is, I still got No Vaseline as number one. Just a tad bit over.
As a record, yeah. But when it comes to straight disrespect, just.
Well, no, it's not even just record for me because it's the aftermath.
Oh yeah, the aftermath, of course.
No Vaseline dropped, and there was never another NWA record after that.
Of course.
Disbanded.
I mean, if you really want to get technical, if Pac was still alive, Biggie dropped Life After Death, and he went. Well, didn't he die before Life After Death dropped?
Yeah, 2 months before.
Yeah. Okay, well, shit. I was gonna make a point like he still sold hella records, but he died before that shit happened. So,
but I don't even think he was. If you really listen close, he wasn't dissing Pac. He was actually making light of the situation. Remember when he had the line about Faith? I guess she'll have two Pacs.
On Brooklyn's Finest.
Yeah.
No, I think Biggie, hypothetically speaking, I think Biggie was gonna pull a Drake. You know, like he was gonna be hella subliminal and make it well known.
No, what happened was everybody in Dream Mafia was like, "Fuck that, let's go," and then Big was like, "Nah, we're not."
Because he knows Pac.
We're not doing it. But if you go into those records, it wasn't Pac he was just having issues with. A lot of people still forget that he had issues with Nas.
Yep. I think that was more on wax. That one was more on wax.
But I mean, you know, kicking the door
was a whole shit. Yeah. That was more on racks. That was like a challenge to Nas, pretty much. What was all these Brooklyn niggas?
Damn, I mean, you think about it. Nas had issues with Big, Pac, and Jay.
Yeah, well,
and Hov, he just
New Yorkers always like beef with each other, bro. Historically.
But Nas really destroyed Hov on either, and I just love because I know because all the fucking Jay-Z fans always says, "Oh, Takeover was a better record." Nas was really talking about nothing, and I'm going like, that's gonna be us years from now when we talk about the Duppy freestyle and Story of Adelon.
Oh, Duppy, yeah,
Duppy freestyle. That's gonna be us. They're like, "Oh, Pusha T wasn't. He was just talking about all this other shit." While when Adelon has another.
But the nigga never responded, so that ends that nigga.
I was.
There's no Vaseline. You know?
I'm still gonna bring that up.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna bring that up. Like he really has not responded, and he's going around like he won everything. Like you rage quit, my nigga.
Yeah, basically.
That's still an L. You gonna catch that L.
Yeah.
We got a special award for you at the end of the year, Aubrey.
We don't know what it's called yet, but
we gonna get you something.
And when it comes, motherfucker,
we're gonna ship it to you. Shit. Anyway, so we stay on Triple X. Reportedly, the BT Hip Hop Awards was recorded this past weekend.
This past weekend or 2 weekends ago?
It was this last weekend, and the ciphers happened, and Vic Mensa reportedly had a cipher in his verse, and he dissed Triple X. Yeah. We don't know what he said. It's just alleged. I have to see the freestyle because they didn't show it, but yeah. And then what's his name? Who's that other nigga that came out? The Adam 22. Adam 22 came out because he was all, I don't know, I do just the way he rubs me the wrong way, and Vic Mensa just confirmed it because he posted a fucking articles how he was dating a 16-year-old, Adam 22. And he said, yeah, he pulled an R. Kelly.
What the?
That's not perfect.
No, I'm trying to find the yuck.
It's anti-perfect.
Yeah, it's the yuck.
No, that's yuck. Cancel that motherfucker.
Yeah, he was dating a 16-year-old, and he's saying if she's
motherfuckers that hit me on Twitter. What the fuck? Don't hit me on Twitter, nigga.
Anyway, like I was saying,
the fuck out of here.
Like I was saying, he said some shit. If she's young, I don't want to be right. Some fucking perverted shit.
Wait, what?
That's exactly what he said. He said it in the article. Vic Mensa retweeted it.
No.
I don't listen to the nigga. The nigga always comes off as like a weirdo to me. He's like a fucking really downgraded ass Vlad.
Every week we touch on topics, and they somehow correlate to what we've touched on in previous weeks. This makes Russ look that much better.
I never liked that dude.
It really does.
I never really cared about it. I just knew something was off with him. I didn't really fuck with him. But if you stay with Triple X, I don't know. He's even in death, he's still selling it. Even if he was still alive, he was selling. Yeah. And it got back on the Billboard 200. He was 14 last. Yeah, he was number 14, and he pushed over 32K.
Question
units.
mark? Is that what the album's called? What the hell is the album called?
It's like Prince, man. Just call it a symbol. Just call it nothing.
Question.
Well, what would you call Prince when he was the artist formerly? It was nothing. It was just simple. It was just a symbol.
Artist formerly known as Prince?
That's what you call him. He just didn't say nothing, just a symbol.
Well, he called himself Slave.
Well,
wait, what?
Yeah, he wrote it on his sheet.
Yeah,
Slave.
I've never seen that shit.
He did a performance. Wrote Slave on his cheek.
Yep, because he wanted it for the whole label and shit like that. So
Now, he did not fuck with Warner Brothers.
At all.
He was done with them.
You know what's crazy is this. All these sales probably came from just that one feature with Lil Wayne.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like that's
everybody just went back and re-listened.
Yeah.
It's kind of suck because he was a good. Besides all the fuck shit he was doing, he was a pretty interesting artist. Yeah. I'll give you that. What was it? 17 we reviewed or the 18?
17.
17. Yep. I didn't really care about Question or whatever the fuck that shit is called.
Yeah.
I didn't really care for it.
I replayed it a couple weeks ago. It's still there's still half records where I'm like
he was just half-assing it. He was just doing whatever. Like look what I could do.
But 17, boy, that man.
Still fuckboy though. Whatever.
So
anyway,
he went from 14 to number 10, and he sold another 32,000 units. Streaming people bought altogether. So
good for him. I mean, well, yeah.
And that is,
and also he won the BET Award for Best New Artist.
Wow.
Damn.
Then damn well they would not have given that to him if he was alive.
I don't even know if they're gonna televise. Will they televise that?
Of course they will. His mom was attendance.
Oh, okay.
That's why everyone got out Vic Mensa because his mom was in attendance. So just I don't know. It's just that's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy. No, he probably would have won an award if he would have cleaned up his act and he dropped more like Focus Records and shit, like maybe an album of the year type of fucking shit that's like undisputed. Yeah,
Right.
it's possible.
No, from that standpoint, is Extension the new Tupac? Then yeah, I mean, for the
That's
moment,
you died on that.
You gotta
I know what you mean. I
stop
know.
Looking at the
Yeah, I'm not calling-
No. I get it. I get it. I'm just talking about for the listener that hears that and they take it out of context.
you don't got to. If that's their fucking fault.
I know,
We
but I'm just.
broke it down.
I
Like,
get you, but you know how stupid people
that's
are.
what I'm saying. That's on them. You got to stop thinking about them. If they don't get it,
I
that's
get it.
their fucking
I'm
fault.
just pre-warning.
Like, you don't got to pre-warn everybody.
I always have
we
to.
always state it, and then we give our piece, and then we go. If they don't have it figured out by then,
Well,
there ain't nothing I can do for
These
you.
niggas are idiots. Word to
Or the
OG.
OG Mako.
Anyway, speaking of a fucking idiot, Suge Knight Jr. So if we talked about last week, his daddy got sentenced to 28 years in prison, and I
Ain't
guess
no coincidence he acting wild now.
So I'm on
real.
Twitter again. I always see all this shit when I'm scrolling on Twitter, and someone posted a picture of it was like a screenshot of his Instagram, Suge Knight Jr.'s Instagram. And the only caption I saw was Tupac is alive and he's in Malaysia. First of all, he spelled Malaysia wrong. Okay. And then he was
I read that and I was like, what the fuck?
then he
Fuck outta here.
started posting recent pictures of Pac chilling with Beyonce, which you could clearly tell is photoshopped.
Another picture with 50.
Because I've seen these pictures before photoshopped.
Busby, calm down.
No, because I hate stupid people.
Hey, you're thinking logical.
I know you're thinking too
Relax.
logically.
I
man.
know, I'm thinking too logical, but I hate stupid motherfuckers. And because I saw rappers were posting it too, and they were going like, "Hey man, that guy kind of does look like Tupac."
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah, and he said then what made it even worse, he was like getting. I don't know how he faked these text messages or something. He was like, "Oh, the Illuminati's after me. The Illuminati's after me."
Yeah, the shit went from Tupac's alive to fucking Jason Bourne.
And he's in a
Bullshit.
fucking Uber, like looking around, like, I don't know, man. Like shit's going wild.
That truck's following me.
What, nigga?
Get the fuck out of here.
And he's still on Instagram because if that nigga if he did say some crazy secret government shit, his Instagram would have been gone like Thanos.
Yeah.
His Thanos would have snapped and that shit would have been gone with the quickness.
But he found a way to finesse it to get himself on the news. Like, hella news coverages have been reporting on this.
That's how
And-
you know. I was like, that's what made me mad.
right.
That's what made me mad. And then the person who showed who Tupac was, like the person who was Tupac. I'm sitting there looking at this like, what, nigga?
As a Tupac stan,
Yeah,
this is like the one, like,
line you don't cross.
no. Tupac and the Lakers are probably like the only two where I'll be like, I'm a legit stan. Like,
Yeah, I know that.
I didn't participate, but I was definitely observing.
Yeah,
Like,
when I saw it, I was like, I'm sending
Like
JC this shit.
like you know how when you're like, I saw it and I kept swiping.
Yep,
No,
that's
for
you.
me, I didn't engage, but I kept looking. Like I was like, I just want to see how far this shit actually
The
goes.
rabbit hole goes.
Yeah. And then when the nigga was popping up on the news, I was like, all right, like for sure. Congrats to you because you found a way to keep you and your father relevant for at least another week. I know you're going through some shit because that's got to be rough where your father gets 28 years. Like, oh, I get it, but to do this, nah, pimp. Like, there's this, but this ain't it, nigga. Like, it's not that. Like,
You're gonna say he's in Malaysia because there's always that joke he's in Cuba, so now he's in Malaysia now.
yeah.
I mean, what would Pac do in Malaysia? Ain't shit to do in Malaysia.
And it was funny because hella people were like, "Oh, I knew it. It's legit. It's real." I'm like, "Bro, he's dead." Like,
Yeah, man, that's what made me mad.
gone, man.
'Cause especially the guy that was supposed to be Tupac, and I'm looking at this. Hey, it kind of looks like him. I'm
like,
gonna
no
slap
shit.
the shit out of you, stupid motherfuckers, man.
Fucking Lamont Bentley, who rest in peace, who played Hakeem and Moesha. Remember the MC Hammer movie? They had him play. Yeah, he kind of looked like Pac for a little while. If you look from a different angle,
Oh, fucking-
anybody could look like Pac from a different
Or
angle.
Papa Doc.
Yeah.
What's his name? Well, it don't matter. Papa Doc,
Ain't
War
no-
Machine. He looked like Tupac.
Exactly.
And Notorious.
It's no fucking coincidence that the photos were all blurry. The footage that they had of them wasn't
we're making
focused.
too much sense.
But, you know,
let's
it
move
is what
on.
it is. Yeah.
Stupid motherfuckers.
To somebody that did get caught. So I know you don't like talking about stuff like this.
Yeah, make it quick.
But we're actually gonna have a little breakdown because it was too much shit that we couldn't avoid.
You can make it quick.
So it is what it is. But former Chicago PD officer Jason Van Dyke, of course, he fatally killed 17-year-old Laquan McDonald back in 2014 by putting 16 bullets in the young man's body.
Fucking ridiculous.
For why? I don't.
Because he's black.
I don't know how much of a threat you can apparently be
You know it.
with your back turned.
Yeah.
Where you require 16 shots, but it is what it is. So the jury only deliberated for a while. No coincidence that they again, they think they slipped by putting these verdicts on a Friday. Like we know why you did that shit. Like you ain't gotta play. A bunch of people were saying, yeah, they're sending emails that everybody be cautious, leaving work and school because the verdict is about to be read. So that led a lot of motherfuckers were thinking, oh shit, he's gonna get off.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
No.
yeah, they found that motherfucker guilty on all 16 shots. Aggravated battery on all 16 of them motherfuckers. So he will be spending at least the next decade in jail. But the most shocking thing about this, so that was for second degree murder, which at this point you gotta get what you can get. At least it wasn't manslaughter. The shocking thing about this is the first time in 50 years a Chicago PD member has been convicted.
Ain't surprising.
That's crazy.
Like,
Ain't surprising me.
in
It
the
might
last
not be
50 years,
surprising, but
like,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
they don't care about
that's
us.
just fucking
Word to
crazy.
Michael.
yeah. So there's that. Some more momentum. So of course we've been paying attention to the situation in Dallas with the killing of both them Gene by Amber Geiger. Dallas PD, of course, remember they were saying, well, he had weed. Yeah, apparently that wasn't enough.
No.
Because they had to turn around and be like, shit, we did all we could do, but yo ass gotta go. So they fired her ass. Which leads me to believe that,
She about to go to jail.
yeah, they got her on some shit. Because anytime the PD comes out and says, yeah, we gotta let you go, that means they've done all they can do. And they tried to create a narrative and it just wasn't sticking. So there's that. Narrative that is gonna stick is Kavanaugh. I love beer.
Fuck that nigga, man.
Yeah, he is now a Supreme Court jurist.
Let's move on from that.
And you can
Let's
thank
go
women
on.
like Susan Collins.
Yeah, but Bette Midler was fucking wilding for her shit. I'll give her credit on that. I mean, I get what she was trying to say.
I don't. Because it was the same stupid shit that Yoko Ono and John Lennon said.
I know what she
in
was,
the
because
70s.
but women are like niggas now because they don't give a fuck about them.
It's not what... Then what does
I
that mean
get
for
it.
what does that mean
I
for the
get-
black women that are niggas?
I know, she fucked up.
What does that say?
At least she said the N-word. The N-word, not the actual nigga. She said the N-word.
Man, fuck her and her hocus pocus ass.
Man, she apologized, man, and she fucked up on that. I get what she was trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. I understand.
I'm like Ray J at the
Breakfast.
Breakfast Club. I don't give a fuck.
Well, Bette Midler's cool. I mean, she ain't racist at all. She just fucked up. That's all I could say about that shit. And when it comes to the American medical system failing on black women, yeah, I saw that shit kept scrolling because that shit pissed me off.
Yeah,
There's a lot of shit just kept pissing me off. I'm like,
So
whatever.
here's a stat. Black women are 243%. Just let me repeat that. Black women are 243% more likely to die from pregnancy or childbirth than white women. And the reason behind that is because doctors, nurses, they openly admit they don't take the word of a black woman in pain versus their white contemporaries and their counterparts. Which to me is so... And I was reading some of the crazy stories on Twitter that some of these women were saying. This woman got hit by a fucking bus and the doctor gave her antibiotics.
Wow. I guess.
Cleo herself had a medical issue that became very serious. The damn doctor misdiagnosed her, gave her something, and she went to come to find out it was a pretty serious, life-altering serious situation.
Some shit happened to my aunt. Some shit was going on. They kept fucking her over with all that. Took them to court and everything. Shit's fucked up out here. All I could say, the words of Michael Jackson, all I want to say is they don't really care about us. Us as minorities, black folks, Mexicans, they don't give a fuck about us. So y'all should go out and vote in November.
Basically. And to end that, somebody said it best. If you ever want to know where you side on in history, just look at where the black woman is standing.
Makes sense.
And once you figure that out... That's where you need to.
Unless her name is Stacey Dash, don't go on that side.
Oh yeah.
Or
yeah,
Condoleezza. Oh, what's her name? Condoleezza Rice and fucking.
Well, we said black women, not coons. So
black is black.
There's a difference.
Yeah,
There is a difference.
Anyway, some music dropped. I kind of was looking forward to this shit. Well, 2 albums out. Well, actually, it was like I didn't know T.I. was about to drop. I was like, oh, T.I. dropping, okay. But Mozzy, I was the one. But what do you want to start with?
I was gonna go with T.I.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It took me a listen or two to catch the grasp because usually he starts off more upbeat. Mm-hmm. So this one, it kind of was a little bit mid-tempo, a little bit slower. Mm-hmm. But once I got into big old drip, like I was good. The Wraith video was also a good video. So the Wraith video, and shouts out, like, this is why I fuck with the Atlanta music scene, especially hip hop. They fuck with each other.
Yeah.
And if
they fuck with each other.
And if you are violently taken, they will make sure that your name reigns forever. Mm-hmm. So T.I. went and got Bankroll PJ. Bankroll versus nephew. Mm-hmm. And he is the star of the Wraith video with Yo Gotti. And the video is basically he takes T.I.'s Rolls Royce, and then him and Yo Gotti are in Gotti's Rolls Royce, and they pretty much got to go look for him and find him. Because he's out partying, like a little fucking 9-year-old or whatever, in the fucking Rolls Royce chilling. It's pretty much the gist of it. Round of applause for fucking that. Like, that was keeping Bankroll Fresh's name alive through his nephew. Like, I fuck with that.
Album was decent. I liked it.
Yeah.
I really did.
Dave Chappelle pops up all over the place. I was like,
yeah, he was the narrator.
Yeah, I was like, that was random. I wasn't expecting that, but that was great.
Yeah, he was the narrator. He narrated the album. I'm like, good for Dave Chappelle. I think he might get an Oscar nod for that Lady Gaga movie that came out.
Anderson .Paak, boy.
That song.
So At Least I Know. And then he had his single with Kendrick with Tints. Yo, he need to drop that shit for the end of the month.
Like I said, there's two people. I already have my mind up about who has album of the year, but there's two people I'm making considerations for, and that's Anderson .Paak and Gambino. So I'm waiting for those two to see what, and everyone keeps talking about this Busta Rhymes album. I'm interested in that. Mm-hmm. We'll see where that shit goes.
Yeah, it's basically like the same three. I'm like, okay, like, let's see. But you guys got to Black Friday. After that, we'll have to look at y'all for next year.
No, yeah. Anyway, Mozzy dropped.
Yep.
I was really stuck on his EP. That's still one of the best projects this year. I was really, really stuck on that. So I was really, really quite interested. Who would have thought I would have said that? Last year I was like, whatever. This year, man, who would have thought that? But Gangland Landlord.
Shout out to Karina, because we tried telling you.
Well, now you know. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
And go pick up her single.
Yeah, that too. Pick up Karina's single. Yeah. You're new at this. You're good at this. She's my homie. Anyway, Gangland with Mozzy. I like this shit.
I liked it too.
Wasn't that?
This is dope.
Man. Oh yes,
it's great.
Oh yeah, fucking what's his name? Styles P shouted out Mozzy on the State of the Culture. Mm-hmm. I was like, damn, Mozzy got love like that out here.
I mean, the album intro was perfect. Just end the fucking track with Kendrick at the Grammys.
Yeah.
Saying, just end that and then jump into the album. Like, that was perfect.
Yeah, one of mine was good. The Thug's Mansion with Ty Dolla $ign.
I'm not really high on that one.
Yeah, I don't really care for that track. Like, just
really?
And it has nothing to do with them. It has nothing to do with them sampling pop. It had nothing to do with that. It just didn't sound like it was their sound. Like
they were kind of reaching a little bit.
Yeah,
I like Keep Me Hustling. That was one with me. Run It Up with Schoolboy Q was a good one. My brother was
Sully. Yeah, Trey the Truth, man.
Yeah.
Trey the Truth is highly underrated. I don't even know if motherfuckers actually know that he has a front office spot in Grand Harbor.
Well, you always talked about the 3-man weave. My 3-man weave was Blackhearted, Walk Up, and Excuse Me with Too Short.
Yeah.
That was that shit. But the one song that really...
Well, the thing is Domber, I thought that was Chris Brown.
It's actually December.
Or is it December?
Yeah.
Domber. Yeah, there's a C in there. And M.
I wasn't zoomed in. That's why. C looked like an O.
C looked like an O.
Yeah, December. That sounded like Chris Brown. I was like, wait, is that Chris? Yeah. And then I heard it, I was like...
He's got that sound.
Yeah, I was like, not bad. And then, not bad.
And then the one shit that really shocked me, because I saw the title and I'm going like, oh, that sounds like this. Yeah, that's the same. I was like, is this like the same I Am Sue song? And Famous.
She just want to fuck because I'm famous.
He released that shit like
fly shit with the bands.
He released that shit like 3 years ago in 2015 with Cake Camp and everything. I'm like, oh wow. And he just added Yo Gotti and
Mozzy
and himself. Because I was like, oh, okay.
Not mad at that. That's a double check.
And Raven
check for himself, and then he gets checked whenever they play this version.
Yep. But the rest of the album, great album. Mozzy really impressed me yet again. I think he found his lane.
Raven Justice showed up. Raven Justice. At the end, yeah.
It's the half a page. Yeah.
Yeah, we have to tell that story next year.
We could tell it this year, maybe.
Just wait it out. But I think that's a story
that piss me off again.
No, I think it's time that 2019 is the year we tell that story. Yeah, it's time.
I'm tired of being in the dark, man.
Well, we'll tell you off the air.
Because I think it'll be 5 years since that happened, right? Am I?
Yeah.
If it's okay.
14, 15, 16, 17, yeah.
It's time. 2019. You'll get what we're talking about.
Maybe.
Right, that's cool.
Not a maybe.
I'll leave stick to it.
Yeah.
Well, we could tell you off the air.
Yeah.
Well, shit, you haven't yet.
I thought we have.
So.
Go pick up Mozzy. Go pick up T.I. for sure.
These other niggas?
Lil Baby and Gunna with Drip Harder.
Everyone was on this shit tough.
So
everyone on my timeline was talking about this shit, and I already know how these niggas are. I didn't have time to look at it, but I already know what it is. So what is it, JC?
it's actually pretty decent for what it is. If you go into it knowing what you're gonna get,
yeah,
it's pretty decent for what it actually is. I was actually pretty Off-White Valone. That shit was actually pretty good. And that's got Nav and I think Lil Durk with them. That was actually a really good ass record. Underdog was cool. I Am, and then they both got 2 solo tracks apiece. So really, it's 9 tracks of them together because it's 13 overall. So it's 9 tracks of them together. They each got 2 apiece. Obviously, the one that everybody's been talking about is
again
Never Recover featuring Drake.
Drake needs to stop with the fucking subliminal tough talk, dog. It's really getting annoying. It's like
I wasn't even feeling his portion, not because it was Drake, but just because he didn't
add anything.
He didn't mix well on. He didn't sound good on the beat. And Take Keith produced it. Shout out to Take Keith again.
People saying like him and Drake are like undefeated. I was just like,
well, he lost this one. He was undefeated before. I'll give him that. As much as I don't like nonstop because of the bars.
That's
the vibe of it. Like at least whatever. He was good on Sicko Mode.
Yeah,
but this one is just I wasn't feeling it.
And what about Look Alive? Take Keith did that to him too.
Wait, it was alright. It was cool.
Damn.
Right.
Yeah, he needs to stop.
He made the song. So.
He needs to stop with the tough talk. That's all it is. Because I hear it and I'm like, you still sending those subliminals to Kanye and Pusha. Like, dude, what do we tell you, Aubrey? Stop with that. No, stop.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I was randomly watching like 40 his interview with 40 did an interview with some people and he was kind of talking about the process of his recordings and shit like that. It was like last year. And one thing that stuck out to me is that he said that 40 straight up said he doesn't care about song structure. Not song structure, but how to construct an album.
What kind of shit is that?
He straight up said he doesn't give a fuck about album order. He leaves that all to Drake. I'm like, well, that explains a lot.
It definitely does.
That explains
why Drew Brees is in the 3-headed monster talk with Tom Brady
and Peyton Manning
and Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers, my bad. Aaron Rodgers is a bad boy. But anyway, yeah, I was like, oh, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Shit, it was just something that was like, okay. Because if he gave a fuck about song transitions, then maybe you might have had a classic by now.
Right.
Stupid.
But like I said, Drip Harder was. I took it for what it was. Like I listened to Lil Baby, his album this year. Yeah. I'm not too familiar with Gunna, but I at least got a glimpse of Gunna where I'm like, okay, you did well on Astroworld. I see your vision on this. I'll check you out. Right. So I mean, like I said, you just gotta know how to intake artists.
That Drip Too Hard slaps though.
Yeah,
man. Like,
yeah, it does. It does. It definitely does.
So you listen. So Dom Kennedy dropped something. That's interesting.
Yeah, but before we get to him,
you really want to talk about this?
Sheck Wes.
Yeah.
So I only knew Sheck Wes because of Mo Bamba. And then they put it in 2K, so every time it comes on 2K and I'm warming up, I'm like, sorry.
They say
like my players getting juiced up and shit. I'm like, we dropping 50 on these motherfuckers.
That's a big ass record out there in New York, supposedly.
Yeah.
So
no, it is. So and listen, that I wasn't. Some of these artists I don't have expectations for. I'm just like, okay, I know that track. We'll see what goes on. This motherfucker can't rap for shit.
Like, is it like Shook the Shocker bad?
It's worse.
So he just can't even stay on beat at all. He just avoids it at all costs.
It's not even that. He can't rap. He can't rap for shit.
That bad.
He can't rap. Like he says on one of the songs, everybody wonders why I say bitch so much. It has nothing to do with me calling women bitches. It's just when I say bitch, it's when I get the most anger out. And when he said that, I was like, that's why Trav only lets you say that shit on
No Bystanders.
On No Bystanders. Now that makes perfect sense. Like it legit opened, like everything clicked, and I was like, that makes sense.
See, everyone talks about that damn album on Twitter. Well, no, I'll take that back. All them Atlanta and New York niggas be talking about it on Twitter a lot. And I don't really take Twitter's opinion serious. Only person's opinion I'll take serious is JC and a few other people, and my opinion. And if they tell me the shit is trash, your shit is trash. So if JC tells me you don't rap, you don't rap.
The one positive that I took away, and it was so funny, was the one constant ad-lib he kept putting throughout the album. It was like every other song, it would like, the beat would creep in, and all of a sudden you just hear him go, Mudboy.
Oh
wow!
And it kept
that sounds perverted.
No, it kept going to the point where like every other song, I was just like, I was actually catching where he was getting it right when I'm hearing it. So I'm just like, Mudboy, and I was like, yes, I got that motherfucker. Yes, I knew it.
Mudboy.
Yeah, but that's what it was. Just, Mudboy. Like, that was like the one positive to take away.
You know what you sound like?
Made me laugh.
You know who you sound like? You seen Back to the Future, right?
Yeah.
He goes and said, "Yeah, you gonna run for mayor? That's right, mayor." That's what Mudboy. That's what I'm gonna call my album. I'm gonna call it Mudboy.
Mudboy. Mudboy.
You sound like fucking it right now, bro.
Like that was the highlight of that album, because he actually had some dope ass beats. And he can't rap for shit.
Who were the features on there?
He didn't have any. It was just him.
Now I'm intrigued. I want to listen to how bad this shit is.
I'm kind of on that same
wave, bro. Take a day and listen.
No, I'm not gonna take a day. I'm gonna take a second.
Well, you're gonna need 2 minutes. You're going to need a day.
Cut it off.
You're going to need a day.
So you tell me this?
No. Listen, you're going to need a day because you're going to take the rest of the day saying Mudboy,
God,
and then you'll get it out your system. Like for real, I listened to Mudboy at like 12 o'clock that day. I didn't stop saying Mudboy. Marissa wanted to kick me out the fucking apartment. Like she's like, shut the fuck up. I kept saying it to her, just, Mudboy.
They didn't want to call this shit Mudboy. Mudboy.
Yeah, I get like. For the listeners who don't believe me, listen. Just listen to it.
Boy, now you got that shit stuck in my head.
Yeah. It's funny as fuck. But the wild thing of it was so he has a joint venture so he's signed under Interscope, but he's got a joint venture with Trav's Cactus Jack and Kanye's Good Music.
And they didn't promote that shit at all because they knew.
Like Trav waited until Saturday to post a picture of him.
Yeah, he was on this now.
But you can't.
Yeah, I know. I just Mudboy.
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 Yeah, that Sheck Wes was trash. There's just no other way to put it.
But so it made.
But he's getting money, so
it made Yo Lotti's album sound like Illmatic.
Definitely made it sound like.
That's like the biggest. It's extreme case. So
no, I didn't make it sound like Illmatic, but it definitely made it sound like I Am.
People consider that Nas's best album.
But it's universally known that Illmatic is probably the best hip hop album.
Yeah, of all time.
So like they can say what they want about his discography, but motherfuckers.
Mudboy. All right.
Sheck Wes, y'all.
Mudboy.
Dom Kennedy,
I gotta deal with, man.
Yeah. Dom Kennedy, man. Like this is like the curious case of Benjamin Button. That's pretty much how I look at Dom Kennedy. Like, it's the curious case of Dom Kennedy. Because if you remember, he had 4 straight summers where it was just...
Oh, yeah.
Everybody on the West, like, I don't know how cats on the East Coast and South was feeling, but the West Coast, we knew when the summertime hit, it was Dom Kennedy time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just sounded like he forgot how to rap.
Yeah.
Like, legit. Like, so he dropped Volume 2, which is the follow-up to Los Angeles is Not For Sale, Volume 1, that came out 2 years ago. Mm. I listened to that shit 2 years ago, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, my nigga, what happened? What did you do? So I went into this thinking, well, I listened to the joint project he did with Hit Boy last year. Let's see.
Maybe he was just lazy. Like, you said the same shit about M, like he has in spurts or whatever. He was on that when I feel like it type of shit.
This ain't it?
Yeah, but Dom Kennedy don't got that cachet, man.
He don't.
Damn, so was he trying this time?
It's hard to say because he was.
Damn.
This one was at least a better listen than Volume 1. But even then, it was like, you running so far, like, G Herbo sounded like he was in perfect cadence with his beats compared to some of the shit Dom was on.
Jeez.
Like, it was that. But I did find a few. My Benz, which has some ad-libs by Nip at the end of it. Bending Corners actually with Krondon. So Krondon took a break from getting that Black Lightning money. He said, I still got some hooks in me in the studio, so here's one. And then he has Around Midnight, which was a good track as well. So, I mean, yeah, at least had that. But
what
overall,
you know what he was missing on there? Mudboy. You got that shit stuck in my head now, nigga. I'm just saying that shit all
when we go off air, I'll play
Man,
one
you
part.
didn't even listen to the damn song.
Mudboy.
Shit. At least hear the original before you start doing that.
Nope. Too late now. That's JC's song now.
Yep.
That's his ad lib. Might as well make that a fucking soundboard. That's his voice. Mudboy. Mudboy.
Yeah, so that was for all the project reviews. Some videos dropped out though. So Nip finally dropped the Double Up video that features Dom Kennedy, where he sounds very.
He cares.
Like he's actually rapping.
Well, he doesn't sound like a clone.
Okay.
Well, he probably recorded that. You remember Victory Lap took a long time to come out too.
Yeah.
So
that features, of course, Dom and Belly. And that was actually a mini movie. It was an 11-minute video.
Oh, so he pulled a Michael. I might watch it.
Yeah. Very well done. So this, of course, features his girl and baby mama Lauren London. And then, of course, Jackie Long from Atlanta. And then his girl, Angel Brinks. And then some other cameos, some other beautiful women. They're out in Malibu, I believe. That's what the video is. And
that's all they
a
got.
Real chill record with the California sunset, the beach, and mansion around. Like, how can you go wrong?
I mean, that's what you expect from Nip.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for it to be a bonus track, like, because remember, on the physicals, because I bought the cassette, it stops at
the last track.
was it Real Big or Real Shit?
Real Big.
Oh,
Real Big. It stops at that one. So this is the first bonus track. So even though I'm listening to it and I'm like, you probably could have made this 16 tracks all together. You didn't have to do 2 bonus, but nonetheless, I fucked with it. J-Rock had 2 versions of the Tap Out video.
That he did.
So this follows up the Rotation video. If y'all saw the Rotation video, yes.
Booty.
Lots of ass shaking and blood walking. I was cool with it.
I bet you were.
So Rotation was directed by Daniel Russell. So Daniel Russell.
No, there was 2 versions. You got to be specific.
No. Rotation was directed by Daniel Russell.
Oh, okay.
So Daniel Russell came back and directed the X-rated version,
yes.
which takes place in the strip club. And the lighting on that was a lot of people be focused on the strip club and the dancers, but I liked how they did the lighting on the dancers. Like that's what I was focused on was
like the actual video,
like the cinematography of it. But that's the video.
Very hype, very hype Williams ish.
Yeah, very belly, very belly.
Oh, so everything
was what I was thinking. The way
so everything was in slow motion.
The dancers.
About the lights.
So
no. I'm talking about when I said hype Williams.
The dancers portions where they had that lighting. When it's him sitting around a group of dancers, it's all in real time. But then he has the PG-13 version, which was directed by Karina Evans.
Damn, so, she getting work. Good for her.
Saying.
Wow, picked off.
And of course, so again, this track features Jeremiah. Jeremiah isn't in. I don't think he's in the X-rated version, if I'm not mistaken. But he was in the PG-13 version. That was kind of like a. It's kind of like a futuristic fashion video. Or I shouldn't say futuristic fashion, but it was like a futuristic fashion show. Everything was spaced out. And coincidentally, J-Rock had the same jacket that DMX had in the What's My Name video. And when you look at him, that's when it finally hit me. J-Rock looks like DMX and Kanye. It's like a hybrid. It was like the most random thing, but when he was wearing the jacket, I saw the DMX in him. And then when he was in the other angle, I was like, I see a little bit of the Kanye in like the cheekbone area. And I would always been like, for years, I would always like, he looks like somebody, I can't put it down. And for some reason, it happened to be this video where it brought it, I was like, that's who he looks like, for sure. But nonetheless, I love both videos.
I guess.
The Tap Out videos were dope.
Oh, yeah, just to let you know, Redemption grew on me. Told you it was going to grow on me, nigga.
Yep.
Give it time.
Yep.
Finally grew on me.
That album is great, man.
Well, yeah, it has to grow on me.
Seriously.
As far as I'm concerned, the Blood and the Crip are fighting for the #1 hip hop album. They're in contention.
To me, that's.
I don't know about you, man, but everything is love. It's slowly started to decline on my list.
That's to you.
That's to a lot of people.
To all y'all.
Here we go.
I mean, we can go about that without you having to bring that up. Like,
Here we go.
No, you the one that said it.
Ryan.
I know, like,
You're the one that said
I'm
it.
just saying, everybody's list is different. You keep.
That's y'all.
That's fine. I'm stating it. Like, again, you don't have to put that in with everything.
Well, yeah, you say, well, this is on my. I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, well, that mine's just a little different.
Yeah, but it's in contention. I didn't say it was number 1, number 2. I just said it's in contention. What's wrong with that?
You said number 1 and 2. You said, and I was like, and I laughed.
I said a Blood and a Crip are fighting for the top position, or they're at least in contention for it.
The top position.
Yeah, or
when I
at
think
least-
top position, I'm thinking of 1 and 2.
The top position. That's a number 1, or in contention. I didn't name Push T. It could be in contention.
No, I
didn't name
just
other
said,
artists could be in
hey, I
contention.
just said,
It's an open field this year.
yeah, it's really, that's because Kendrick is hibernating.
And even then,
why.
I feel like if Damn dropped this year, maybe it would be in contention. I don't think it would be a clear
It'd
cut.
still be number 1.
It could be, but it wouldn't be as clear cut. This year's been a great fucking year for hip hop.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
It's been
it was a great year.
for
I'll
hip
give
hop.
you that. A lot of great music dropped.
Like, I don't remember a year like this in a while.
2013.
What was in 2013?
Hella heavyweights dropped.
Doesn't make it good though.
It was good to me. That was a great year.
Oh, Magna Carta dropped. That I liked it at the first week, and after the first
Yeezus-
week, I was like, yeah.
Yeezus dropped. Fucking Tyler dropped. Fucking M dropped. Nas dropped. No, Nas didn't drop.
Nope, no 2012.
No, I'm trying to think who else dropped. There was all the heavyweights dropped that year. That's why I remember it clearly. Timberlake dropped. Fucking Pusha T dropped. Yeah. This kind of reminds me of 2013, but
But even in that year, a lot of people said Push had the best album. So that's the point I'm making.
No, I get
it's
you.
It's an
Drake
open run
dropped.
for now.
Yeah, well, we could all agree Drake ain't up in that shit at all.
No.
You know how I feel about that.
Oh, well, yeah, that's in the toilet for you. Just
For me, it's in the Mudboy.
Mudboy. Just
As I sit here grabbing my head.
My favorite news. I always appreciate it when he gives me
God.
content for the week.
oh god.
Shad Moss, aka Bow Wow.
Bow Wow update. What did he do now?
Well, he actually started the week off great.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah, bounce with me, bounce with me.
That's your new Bow Wow report.
Yeah. No, he actually started the week off great. He had to drop the song Broken Heart with the video. Wasn't bad. It was pretty good. It was how he ended the week.
Oh, God.
So yesterday, or Saturday, maybe even Saturday got reported, but Friday he could have put it on there. This nigga put a picture up, and he's holding his shirt up, and he's got like all these patches on his stomach. And the caption reads, "Sick as fuck with tonsillitis, but the show must go on. The things I do for my fans. I was close to canceling." So then this was on Hollywood Unblock or Unlock on their Instagram, and their caption reads, "Bow Wow powering through for his fans despite having tonsillitis." And the comments show up. He said, "Okay, but those are EKG leads. He could have just taken off." Another one says, "I've had tonsillitis before, and all I needed was antibiotics. He'll be all right. Acting hella extra and shit." It's basically this nigga had patches on for the wrong symptoms.
Yeah, now I'm looking at that shit too. All I seen was a picture at first.
This is
What do the
he's
EKG
got-
stickies have to do with tonsillitis?
I remember
Why do you
seeing
got your shirt up?
I saw the picture. I remember seeing the picture, and then I read the comments, and it was like, why did I waste my time? Just kept on scrolling. But
I love when he gives me content. That's a good equilibrium. He has some good to start the week off, and then just he goes,
fucks it up.
yeah, it's the greatest balance. Tremendous. And that was your Bow Wow news for the week.
Horrible.
Anyway, bounce with me, bounce with me. Anyway, as I said earlier, I went to the movies.
Hey, I did too.
Yeah, no, for once in your life. And we saw Venom.
Yeah.
Venom. Let's see, that song really grew on me. Give me a hell yeah! Before I say my review,
Oh yeah, wait. Spoiler alert.
okay.
I mean, I wasn't gonna go all into spoilers, bro.
Yeah, but knowing him, he'll.
Yeah.
No, there's really not much to say.
I mean, you say that now, but then.
No, there's really not much to say.
Well, we gotta rewind a little bit because leading up to this movie, I was getting a bunch of texts from Busby over here.
I was just letting you know what the critics were saying.
Let me phrase that. It wasn't even directly towards me. It was, in the group text, right? But it started off, Martine. And they were all about how shitty this movie was.
It was shocking to me. I was like, shit, they're really going in on this shit. They went
I looked
in.
I looked at it, I was like, all right, cool, whatever. But being the person that I am, I don't ever trip off critics. Like, they're whatever to me.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I actually enjoyed the movie. And I'm a huge Venom fan. Like,
yeah, that's why I was kind of skeptical because if you're a huge Venom fan, I thought you would have been more technical with it. Like, more.
Nah, man. I've learned that you got to just roll with the punches.
Take it for what it is.
Yeah. So I mean, as far as like entertainment, it was definitely there. Like, that shit was hilarious at points. That shit had dope ass fight scenes.
Oh yeah, fucking Kick the Sneaks music was played in it.
Oh yeah, Super Hyphy was on there.
Hella random.
Yeah. I mean, it takes place in Frisco, so.
But yeah, it's crazy. Mozzy and Kick the Sneak got major looking Marvel movies. Ain't that some shit?
That's fucking tight. Man.
I know, right? Of all rappers, them.
But but I mean, overall, like I really like the movie. Like I can't wait for part 2. Because the way that it ends, now I'm not even talking about the delete or extra scenes or whatever, but just the way it ends, you could tell that there's gonna be a part 2. I'm ready for it.
There's Marvel, they
oh yeah. Plus
it's not. No. There's a correction. It's not Marvel. It's 20th Century Fox that did it. Marvel it's in association with Marvel. It's not Marvel Studios and shit. It's just Marvel. 20th Century Fox.
But it's a Marvel character.
Or not 20th Century Fox. Sony did it.
Yeah, Sony did it.
Marvel got a green light at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
No, well, Sony owns the rights. Sony owns the rights to all. Sony owns the rights to all the. They share the Spider-Man. They share Spider-Man, but they own the rights to all the other characters, which is kind of crazy. That's why there's a Venom movie, just a Venom movie.
Yeah.
And I remember there was talks that they were gonna. It was gonna take place in the Spider-Man universe, and I guess I remember hearing this rumor that Tom Holland did film a scene for it, and I guess it didn't happen because apparently there was about 40 minutes in the movie that got cut that Tom Hardy said, because he executive produced the movie too. He said they cut out 40 minutes of the movie and it was supposed to be R-rated. And if you see the movie, you could tell you could tell an R-rated movie was there.
Yeah.
And it was like almost like another version of The Mask. You know what I mean? Kind of, not like The Mask, but you know how he has a split personality and shit like that, when like the powers and how he has super strength and shit.
Yeah,
because he was like a regular ass dude.
That's how Venom is. Though,
yeah.
You know the story.
It was just me. The Venom sound kind of Russian when he started talking. I don't know why.
You are on some shit. I don't know where you got Russian from.
It just sounded. It was the deep voice and shit. And just
you ain't from Russia, so bitch, why you Russian?
Nah, but for me, for what it was, because I knew what I was getting myself into. It was entertaining. You know, only parts when like the scenes were happening, I'd be like, they could have just mentioned alluded to Spider-Man somehow.
Yeah.
Not show him, but just allude to his universe. They could have mentioned the Daily Bugle. They could have mentioned like.
Well, they did.
They mentioned the Daily
Globe. The Daily Globe. Daily Bugle. That's
Spider-Man.
No, oh yeah, it is. You're right.
Yes, you think of the Daily Planet.
They changed it. He said the Daily Globe. He got ran out of New York. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that was the
way of alluding, I guess. But they could have mentioned that. They could have did some little things here and there, but you know, just little shit, just to let you guys know, hey, we're trying. you know.
Yeah.
You know, but all around, it was decent. You know, and it got shitted on by the critics. But man, that money came in there. They said it exceeded expectations. So yeah,
80 mil, right?
80 million. Yeah,
well, Venom is like the most popular villain or anti-hero, I should say.
Yeah, because he was like a bad guy, then he became an anti-hero, right? Yeah. And they could honestly, when I watched the movie, like y'all could easily put this into the MCU. Like he could easily, like story, that story in particular, they could have easily put it in there, and it's just. Fucking Hollywood and politics, man. They're just fucking up the money. And I don't know. And I heard they're gonna. And speaking of Spider-Man, they just wrapped up shooting on the Far From Home for Tom Holland and shit. Homecoming 2 or whatever. It's called Far From Home. And what's his name? Jake Gyllenhaal's playing Mysterio.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's I guess they're coming out to New York to film more shit, but they wrapped up in London, and that movie's coming out next year. And then Captain Marvel, and then and they said there's a rumor about what the title for Avengers 4 is going to be. It's going to be supposedly it's going to be called Avengers Annihilation. That's what I said.
For me, I would just hope that they don't release no trailer.
They gotta sell money. They gotta sell money, dog.
They don't gotta do shit.
They really, if you think about it,
they could do a Beyonce.
Yeah, if you think about it, all they have to do is just drop a black cover with the title, and that's it. Just let you know when the date is, and that's there. Yeah. They don't have to do anything.
They really don't. They honestly don't.
Yeah, so that's what I would hope they would do, which is just
let the hype build itself.
Yeah.
Because everybody,
they have the balls
we all
to do
know
it too.
Everybody's gonna be rushing to that theater in May.
Yeah, they have the balls to do it, but they still gotta sell it, and they gotta stop spoilers and all the other stuff. That'll be too much. Disney
all they gotta do is, honestly, in my opinion, tighten up on the leaks. Yeah. Just make sure nothing comes out.
That's fucking. Somebody leaked out Infinity War. They leaked out the plot to Infinity War, and hella leaks are coming out for this shit too. And there's already pictures from the set of them and looking younger, so time travel is involved.
Yeah.
So it's like I said, it's hard to really cover leaks.
No, certain leaks. I get it. I'm saying if that's all they did, don't put nothing into the advertising.
Yeah.
Don't do nothing into just make sure everything's tight. You know what I mean? Nothing gets out.
Or in reality, what you do is
perfect, man.
Or in reality, what you do is you just take the moments in the first one where all the characters realize what's happening. You just take a picture of them, goes to black. Goes to the next one, goes to black. And then goes to Thanos sitting.
That's a teaser trailer. That's like a teaser trailer.
That's what I'm saying. Just do that.
Yeah. They ain't gonna do that. People are gonna be demanding they need trailer. They need all that shit. Now, I'm thinking that's a good idea.
I get it.
That's a good idea. But the wide majority, they're gonna be like, fuck that. Give us a real trailer.
Yeah, then those are the same ones that are gonna leave the theater. Oh, that was bullshit. Hey, I was pissed off. They're the same ones. You can't.
Well, look at the
hip hop fans and nerds.
Well,
comic book nerds are the two fan bases. You can't please across the board.
I think comic book nerds, I think they all majority loved Infinity War. I'm looking at so many YouTube reactions saying, is this a masterpiece? For Infinity War?
I know of a few where they were like, I wasn't digging it. And I was like, fuck wrong with you?
Did they see all of the...
They're comic book fans.
But they saw all the Marvel movies and everything? See.
When I say they're comic book fans, they...
But they're probably... you said Marvel.
Yes.
You said comic book fans. They're probably DC fans. Because DC ones, because I always notice all the DC fans.
No, they've seen all the Marvels. They like the Marvels.
No,
but when it came to Infinity War, they didn't like Infinity War
because they're probably their favorites turned to dust. Anyway, speaking of movies, just
had to throw that out there.
Yeah, he said some other shit came out on Netflix for Big Mouth. I still have to watch it.
Big Mouth 2 season 2 dropped, and I'm 3 episodes in, and basically what I've gathered in these 3 episodes is, oh shit, we were able to get away with that in season 1. Well, let's see what we can do in season 2. And everybody keeps telling me episode 4. And I will be watching, I think I'll be finishing it up Wednesday.
How many episodes?
I think it's 12 or 13, something like that.
And the episode half hour, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you could probably get through that.
Yeah.
So if you could do some wrap-ups. Eminem is still in the news somehow. He had a movie that he produced. I remember I heard about it when Sundance, but it's called Bodied. Mm-hmm. And I guess this is toss it up, tip drill. Nobody got it. Oh, they did get it. That was a fumble? Shit. Huh. Anyway, Bodied. It's pretty much a battle rap movie, which is directed by Joseph Kahn. Eminem and Paul Rosenberg executive produced it. And pretty much the story from what I saw in the trailer is that it's, I guess, a little white dweeb. He looks like a hipster-ass dude. Not a hipster, just like the dude you probably see in Hollister or whatever. And he's doing battle rap. And Disaster's in it, battle rap fan of Disaster's in it. Charlamagne's in it.
Jackie Long, like I mentioned earlier, he was in Double Up video. He's in this. Mm-hmm. From what I saw from the trailer, I'm very intrigued. Now, of course, this debuted last year at the 2017 Sundance. Mm-hmm. So it's going to debut in theaters for a few weeks next month, I believe November 2nd or 3rd.
Something like that, yeah.
It's going to be in the theaters for a few weeks, and then at the end of November, it's going to be a strictly YouTube original. Mm-hmm. So if you got premium YouTube. And
also, when it comes to the soundtrack, there's rumors going around that Eminem and 50 and Dre
Yeah.
are gonna release I guess a track because
Three-headed monster.
Yeah, because they said people said it happened on the Empire State Building or something happened because they said there was helicopters up there, and the guy who directed the Lucky Me video put up like little screenshots of certain stuff. So, you know, when it comes to M, he's like the Secret Service. You don't know what the fuck that nigga's doing.
Right.
They ain't really have shit on him. When it comes to M and Dre, their shit is tight fucking lipped.
Right.
So until the shit comes out, the shit comes out. So I like I said, I firmly believe M has one more left in the chamber for something. I don't know. There's still shit for Shady to say.
Yeah.
So that's that.
On some sadder news, we want to send a rest in peace to director and screenwriter Audrey Wells. So she passed away this past Thursday at the age of 58 after a battle with cancer. She was actually the main screenwriter for the film The Hate You Give, which was released a day after she passed. And of course, she's worked on George of the Jungle with Brendan Fraser. The Game Plan with the Rock, obviously, when he was first starting out.
He was skinny as fuck.
Yeah.
He wasn't even a Rock. That was Dwayne Johnson.
Right. So definitely rest in peace, and prayers up for her family. Mac Miller is getting a benefit concert thrown, at the end of this month on Halloween in Louisiana. Is this Greek Theater in Louisiana or LA?
I think it's in LA. It's in LA.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the Greek Theater in LA, and there's going to be performances by his closest friends within the industry. So you got Ty Dolla $ign, Schoolboy Q, JID, and Thundercat, many, many more.
That's going to be pretty dope.
Yeah, all the proceeds are going to go to his foundation, which is the Mac Miller Circles Fund.
Fuck? Sorry.
Karen Civil actually put a video up yesterday, and it sounds funny, but I was actually being serious because it was a video of Mac in all white. He was in all white in an all white room with a white piano, and he was just playing.
It was in his house, I think.
Yeah, and I was like, that looks like a live stream from heaven. Like legit, everything was white. Like it wasn't yeah. So it was like, I was like looking at that, and then I was just like, wow. You know, I'm like one of those moments like he really is gone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So again, rest in peace to Mac Miller. Prayers up for all his loved ones.
Well, other great news. Ellie Mae. How do you say it? Ellie Mae? Ellie Mae. She released a track list for her album, her self-titled album.
Yeah, a lot of. Somebody said gonna be a lot of whatchamacallit babies in 9 months.
Yeah, because I didn't listen to that track yet.
I heard it was good. So that one, of course, features Chris Brown.
She got John Legend on this shit and her. And you know who's missing on here?
Jacquees and Mudboy.
Mudboy.
You know, it's funny though when they first put the track list up when the words were blurred, they were hiding it from Jacques.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you missed that because you had Ebola.
Yeah, I know, man. That shit was just comedy though, bro.
Nah, it was funny as hell.
And then now I was telling the Raider fans, be careful what you wish
It's
for.
coming out on my birthday.
Yeah, Raider fans, be careful what you wish for. War Black Twitter, you got what you wish. You got Quavo dropping
Quavo. Not on my birthday.
Quavo.
Yeah, so both Ella May and Quavo are dropping this Friday, October 12th. Quavo is dropping Quavo Huncho, and I was like,
that cover art.
This cover looks like Huncho Ween.
Seriously. Everyone always said that Quavo was the best person out of fucking
Huncho Potter.
I know, right?
You feel me?
No, it's Takeoff.
No, but I remember back then everyone said that Quavo
No,
was
of course,
the best.
yeah, because he's the great hook man.
I guess.
But
I mean, he's got the
Takeoff
sound,
Takeoff is the one. Offset is the most consistent and the most well-rounded. But Takeoff's bars are bar none. He's the best one rapping wise.
Them niggas sound the same to me.
I kind of look at Offset the same way I do Schoolboy, if that makes sense to you. Not necessarily like their style by no means. You know what I mean? Not saying that.
He's the most versatile. Yeah,
it's just he can go.
Offset's the most versatile one.
Yeah, easily.
Them niggas sound the same to me. I'm sorry. All three of them.
Well, that's to you.
Yeah, it is to me. You said that with your chest, huh?
The Dream announced he's actually going to be dropping 3 albums pretty soon. So, I'm actually looking forward to that. Even though he canceled the damn show I was supposed to go to earlier this year, but that's another story.
He said to you wanted to see that, huh? Well, that's to you. I'm cancel that shit.
Let's see. Maxwell's going to drop a new album called Night. So so we'll see how that looks out.
I'm listening to that today.
We forgot to mention last week, well, even though we didn't go, I mean, actually forgot to mention. Last week, the On the Run 2 tour was out here in Santa Clara.
DJ Khaled brought out Sage of Gemini, John Hart, which was kind of interesting.
Yeah. And shout out to John Hart, and shout out to my boy Clayton. So Clay did the production on the song that John Hart performed on stage.
Which was it? Who Booty again?
No, it's a brand new song that it's out buzzing in LA right now. Yeah,
it's buzzing in LA.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I want to give a round of applause for that. Because I actually know Clayton, like I said, he did the production on that. That was a good look.
Good for him.
Bringing all them cats out in the LA.
Yeah, because DJ Khaled always does that. I'm surprised he didn't bring out E40 and the rest.
And finally,
E40 was like in San Diego or Seattle. Or some shit. Like he was in some random place.
See, every time he has a chance to be at a Jay-Z concert, something always comes up for fucking 40. It's crazy.
And finally, one of those situations where
now I know y'all be loving this shit right here.
Made it back on the list somehow, some way.
It happened today, actually.
Yeah, it's God's plan. So, Limp Bizkit was doing a show. Forgot where. It's not important.
Or why. It really doesn't matter.
When all of a sudden the Insane Clown Posse, Shaggy 2 Dope,
violent,
came from behind
and tried to drop kick him.
Yeah,
like a wrestling drop kick, and he missed. And Fred just like,
well, he didn't miss. What happened was
he just remembered the shit.
He had
was fake.
perfect form. It was the most perfect form.
Because he used to be a wrestler. They do wrestle.
And when he just didn't have enough airtime, so when he kicked him, he didn't kick him, he tapped him, and he fell back. And security came and grabbed him, and then Limp Bizkit kept rolling with the show.
How did that go?
Kept rolling.
No, Fred just looked behind. He was like, "What the fuck?
Yeah,
what the fuck?"
With a full ass beard.
Yeah, Fred got a beard now.
Hella different, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's called age.
And so he's
that's more than age.
Yeah, that's called lumberjack.
Hey man, they still sell out venues and shit. So.
And so they're saying we have no idea why the fuck he would even try to attempt to do something like that.
I don't know what.
Fred Durst just looked at him, laughed it off, and then they cut it off. But I'm pretty sure at that point he got back in the mic and was like, "Because if you don't care, then we don't care."
That's the equivalent of when Pitbull fucking socked that dude that threw money in his face and just kept performing. That's when I got respect for Pitbull. Well, I remember that. Dude,
that's when shit. I've had respect for Pitbull when that's nasty.
No, I've always had it. I gained more respect for him.
Oh yeah,
I gained more respect for him for keeping that same energy. Nigga came up on stage, threw the money in his face, and Pitbull faded him. Security just grabbed him, and he just kept performing like nothing even happened.
Look, man, niggas talk sweet all the time about Pitbull and Flow Rider. Those are two cats
they just don't know, man.
Those are two cats you just don't want to. You don't want that issue.
Man, these kids don't know or don't care.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, anything else? I feel like there's something else we're missing. Yeah.
Shout out to everybody that downloaded or took a spin of both our monthly podcast, our monthly playlist.
Yes.
For the month of September. And then for issue 5 of the Throwback Thursday series, I got a bunch of good feedback because the last one was basically dedicated to my mom and all the music she had me growing up to.
Yeah,
I had a lot of
motherfuckers.
I had a lot of motherfuckers. They was just like, "Yo, this is too good. I actually have to play this on Saturday too because, of course, the theme was the Saturday vibe."
Yeah.
And I had a bunch of people like, "No, I gotta play this on Saturday too." So appreciate everybody. I don't know what I'm gonna do for 6 yet. I'll figure that out tomorrow. But that'll be up in time for Thursday.
Again, stream Karina's new single, Good at This.
Yep.
Pretty good. It's a pretty decent record. Man, she would hate me if I said that. That's why I said it. But yeah, stream that shit. Stream that shit. Play that shit. Y'all know the deal.
Did we mention Ajayi? Eagles. No. Yeah, unfortunately he tore his ACL too.
That fucking sucks.
That sucks, bro.
That sucks balls.
Because once you tear your ACL in the NBA, it's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Once it's in the NFL,
it's a wrap.
Literally millions have dropped from your earnings.
Being a running back.
Yeah, you're already on the clock against the race against 30.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, "Oh shit, Le'Veon Bell," but then they're looking at the salary cap. They're like, "Oh no, that can't happen."
No.
Well, when we wrap this up. Saints are just whooping their ass.
Whooping that ass.
Shit.
Give me a hell yeah.
And so, again, hit us on Twitter. At Mr. Buzzy408.
You can hit me all over my social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Spotify and Apple Music all alike. JC No Huts.
And then follow the podcast at The iLLogical Sense on Instagram and The iLLogical SP. iLLogical SP on Twitter. Martine.
Beats be killing them on every social media. Venomous on any digital streaming platform for music.
Venomous?
Man, VNMS, Venomous.
Yeah.
What you mean? Venom!
Speaking of what we just saw, real quick, we actually got to make a choice next Tuesday. Do we watch the BET Hip Hop Awards? Or do we say fuck them niggas and keep on with our plans to go see J-Rock and Reason?
That's next week?
Same night, Tuesday.
No, of course if we go to see J-Rock.
Fuck the BET Hip Hop Awards. We're going to Santa Cruz, motherfucker.
Oh, thanks for telling me. And that's it. That's all she
That's
wrote.
it.
Fuck Jed York. I said it once. To
you!
Yeah, to me.